Alrighty, and we are live.
Hey.
So, kicking it off like we normally do. Happy October, everyone, and welcome again to another Scape Games Presents a 5th edition D&D Home Brew based in the Forgotten Realms, specifically throughout the region of the Vast, with Ravens Bluff, the fabled city of adventurers, as our party's home. The Arachnophobia crew invites you to join us in on our sessions live most Wednesdays at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Come in, comment, heckle, and use channel points to affect the outcome of the game. For those watching after the fact, make sure to like, subscribe, rumble, whatever is appropriate to the medium that you found us on. And of course, if you're subscribed here on Twitch, we very much do appreciate the support. Finally, we added some updates, and you can now find our link tree down in the section of the About area here on Twitch, or in the appropriate doobly-doo wherever you found us. Check it out for more of our content, which now includes TikTok. Now on to the game. Who'd like to kick us off with what happened last week?
Not it.
Ho ho ho.
Apparently, I'm going to be it.
The silence of peer pressure.
Yeah.
I totally forgot, so...
Let's see. After barely surviving, I guess that was a pun.
But
Q for Drow grown. Okay. The encounter with all the undead, we decided to try to camp out in the chamber, and just a few minutes in, some of the bigger, better things that were in that room decided to come back. I immediately destroyed the golem. Yay. However, the rest of them gave us some trouble, and we decided it was not good to stay in there. So, we opted to move on, and we ran into Battle Mage number 2, who has a name now that I forget. And she let us go-ish with a sultry look at Drow there. And now we're in a... we were sent to a location in the fortress that... the big bad Death Knight does not really find worthy of looking at. Got a long rest, and now we ended up in the Abyss room.
That is accurate. He does not look in the closet much. He is not finding Christmas presents.
Okay.
All right. That said,
good job.
You guys are in a cross between the Abyss and that extra space just outside of it.
You know, one of these days I'm actually going to produce like a recap portion.
Hey, Kedro.
Yep.
There's a bot in the chat.
Yeah, I need to update the MooBot.
Okay. Sorry.
That's
I just
good.
saw one pop in. I'm like, that's a first.
Yeah, and updated passwords across most things, but evidently not the MooBot. For next time.
So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that stepping on the little sigils probably not a good idea.
Maybe.
I mean, throw a rock at him.
Didn't somebody do some arcaning on them last round?
I think I was planning to do Arcana on him. We never actually rolled it, unless we did.
No, I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay. Then what I get from it, because I don't remember.
Did Kibble also arcane them?
I don't believe so. So, I also don't recall what I said, and I didn't write it down. Bad on me.
How about I re-roll and we do it again?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with it. Okay.
And Kibble.
With a 12.
12.
Do you want somebody who knows Arcana to actually do this?
Hey, I got a plus 11 to Arcana. That's good right there.
Do you want somebody who knows what they're doing to take a look at it?
I mean, sure, you're welcome to take a look, but I'm plenty intelligent enough.
That remains to
Intelligence
be
is
seen.
one of the few things Drow do good.
Hey, Drow, the thing is happening again. Still happening.
All right, Arcana.
Go. Wiggle, wiggle.
There we go.
29. All right. You feel that they are a cross between a sigil of protection and activation.
I have a feeling that if we activate them, we get flung into the what's the word?
Hit.
Doors of Eternal Peril.
All right, don't touch him, Draho. Or do, I don't really care.
I want to throw a rock at him and see what it does.
I'm gonna step out of the room before you do that.
Yeah, that's just what I was gonna. Kibble, stand behind me. Not that you weren't already.
Okay, I'm gonna step around the corner here, peek around the corner, and throw a rock on the F-looking one.
All right.
I'm gonna raise my shield up in front of Navarra.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Attack roll, it's a rock.
Yeah.
I'm not aiming for a precise corner, just slide it across it.
Yeah, but you're
Still
aiming
an attack
for
roll?
the sigil.
Okay, well, what do I roll for attack? I'm not using any of my weapons.
So,
A D20.
Yeah,
Just-
D20 Dex proficiency because it's Dex. Standard throwing weapon.
Throw a vial at it.
18.
All right. So you slide that rock and it just kind of skitters across.
Why did Rokan throw it?
Because he's a good little dragon.
Apparently,
He's
I'm selected on
participating.
him.
So it skitters across the ground and ends up right in the middle of the sigil. At that point, it just sits there. Nothing happens.
But before you go to recover it, Kibble, Mage Hand.
Yeah, Kibble's gonna mage hand the pebble up and drop it again.
All right. He does so. Again, nothing happens.
Okay. Anybody got a piece of... This is gonna sound morbid. Got a piece of, like, flesh or meaty stuff. Something
yeah,
that can be
no, I got
mistaken
it.
for
Yep.
human.
Yep, no, I got this taxiderm Baz skull.
Just want to test if maybe it activates when something living or at least fleshy and bloody can get on.
Something organic.
Yeah, that's the word.
So tossing the skull on it.
Well, it's still got the flesh on it, but yes.
Okay.
It's like the whole head.
Okay. So you toss the skull on it. Sits over the sigil. Nothing happens.
Can the Mage Hand lift that?
We'll say it's been a bit rotted, so sure.
It's taxidermed, it's preserved and all that.
Well, at that point, then you don't have the brain and all the gooey bits in it, making it lighter anyway.
Fair enough. Back in the bag.
Yep.
Okay, so it must be safe is the obvious solution. We don't really have a choice because we have to step over it in order to get to the other side.
We could try to, carefully move around it.
That's what I'm saying. We have to step over them to get there, so we can just try and move around it safely and hope for the best.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stand here.
I'm going to put a hand on Kibble to hang on to Kibble, while Draho goes around the corner and touches the sigil.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand here. Draho, could you stand right next to me?
Sure.
All right. And I pick him up and I move him to the space next to the signal.
Hold up, before we do that,
Nope, too late.
how about somebody tie a rope around me and hold that end?
What do you mean tie a rope around you? It's already tied.
Right, then somebody hold the rope tight enough that it doesn't, that if I get flung into the pit, I don't go all the
Okay,
way.
with one hand, I grab the rope. With the other hand, I pick you off your feet and place you in the square to the left of
Okay,
thing.
I'm fine with that.
So right there.
Somebody's got
Well, whether you're fine or not, it's what I'm doing.
Oh, so we just completely bypass the sigil?
Yep. So
I thought I was going to be the guinea pig.
you are. Once Ark lets go of you and you drop onto that space, the floor falls out. Go ahead and give me a dex check. Or a dex save.
This is why we tie ropes to people.
Apparently.
And Ark, give me a strength save.
I mean, you only worry about tying rope on something you care about losing.
Y'all would be sad if Drow died.
So with
I don't-
with the
Until you
22 for the dex
and
save.
that's 28 on the strength save.
Perfect. So with the 22 on the dex save, as that floor drops, you skitter to the edge, and you're basically standing on what's an inch around that space. The rest of it has fallen down, and you can see a pit filled with spikes down below. Seeing that drop, Ark grabs the rope and yanks you back.
As if the flame of abyssal fire wasn't enough. Let's throw spikes on it.
I mean, the fire may go out. I don't know if they've paid their gas bill recently.
Drawho, I need you to stop with being senile.
Navarro, what did you say those sigils resonate as?
Protection and activation.
I mean, at this point, might as well put me on that sigil and see what happens.
So Misaki, you're stepping onto that one?
Yeah, I have an idea.
Okay.
All right.
As that
Luck.
happens,
Oh no, we lost our only healer.
you see all of the runes in the room glow. A bubble pops up around Misaki, and from the base of the pit erupts balefire. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw that's in the room. So
Does that
Ark and
include
Draco,
me in the?
not you.
Okay, because I'm in a bubble.
Yeah, that's correct.
I
You
think
said
I
dexterity?
Correct.
All right.
Ooh, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Leaving it at
Much
that.
better. Much better. 22. I can do that.
Okay. Ark, are you leaving it at the 17?
Please stop asking questions. I don't want to. Like, I rarely burn my advantage, but I don't want to do it this early.
I mean, it's just fire. You know,
I'm not
hellfire.
raging.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'll re-roll.
Okay.
That's cocked. Should have lifted at 17.
Okay. So the base
Ow.
damage is 25. Draho, you will take half of that. Ark, you'll take the full. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
that's what, 12?
Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
25 half is,
12.
Correct.
that's what I thought. Wanted to make
Will
sure.
you D10?
Yes,
Just me?
that's right.
5?
Okay, that's going to be our first table. And give me a...
See, Draho, I'm going to be the guinea pig.
It's true. Give me a d100.
I'm suddenly very scared. The fact that you're laughing makes me more scared. 24.
24, so that'll be tables 2 and 4. And roll me one more 10.
Please stop. 2.
It's an insanity. I just figured it out. Hellfire made your brain go cuckoo.
Did it though?
Yeah, somebody that has many brains going on right now, it's definitely happening.
As the balefire washes over you, your mouth feels weird. Feels almost overcrowded.
Humorous.
Ooh, is he about to start, like, vomiting sand or something weird?
Oh, he's got too many teeth.
I'm awaiting the private message.
No private message. So, as you're pondering what's going on, your 2 front teeth drop out, and 2 larger ones fill in like gigantic rabbit teeth.
Huh.
I'm a step out of this room.
Well, I can file these down, I think.
Am I still in the bubble?
After the balefire subsides, so does the bubble.
So do we have to figure out which ones are safe to run to?
Hey, Ark, go back outside the door. If you hear me scream, then you know something bad happened.
Okay.
Himmer Stewie says, man, bear, bear, bun.
Well done.
Nice.
Okay. Wait. Just before we do this, attach a rope to you. Just in case. Everybody get ready to pull. Maybe I should be where Drow is and Drow should be where I am.
If you'd like.
One.
I'll be up in this corner.
Okay.
I'm getting hit by green fire again.
Okay, so attach a rope to you, hold the other end.
You'll need over 100 feet of rope to get all the way around. Well, no, it just depends how it dangles. So, okay, we'll see how this goes.
We have multiple lengths of rope.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
we'll tie them together before it does this.
You step off the sigil and move forward.
right.
And in doing so, you hear a click, glug, glug, and listening for the sound, you see it coming from above. As you look up, a kind of shower of something sticky, yet smooth, yet slick, falls on and about you. Give me a dex save.
Do I hear this?
No, but I bet I hear it because I'm close in proximity.
Correct.
Do I notice it at all?
You will see it as it splashes Misaki.
Okay.
About to get coated in oil and hit with devil fire? That sucks.
18? All right. You do manage to stay standing, but the entire area in front of you is covered in that oil and
Freedom of
exceptionally
movement?
slick. Yep.
Do you want me to pull you back?
Not yet.
Okay.
So is it? Can you just put a black dot on each of the squares so I know which ones have the oil on it?
Yep.
Can we use prestidigitation to clean that?
You can attempt to.
I'm going to attempt to when I get up to it.
Okay. So moving the rest of the way around?
Yes.
Okay. You are able to make it up to the next sigil. And at that point, again, you are covered in a glowing bubble and erupts from the depths of the abyss as that balefire. As it slowly subsides, so does the bubble.
Does the oil disappear off the ledge?
It does.
Okay. I am going to try something. Don't move.
Gotta step on one and see if the bubble comes back up.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, hang on. Here's what I want to try.
Yeah. So we both step on to one at the same time. So you step off and we both step on.
Well, but I don't know if stepping back onto this one's going to work for me.
Does it look activated?
I look down.
Looks exactly like it did before you stood on it.
Okay. What's your plan?
So
Just
So
go.
you want me to back up one step and then step back on at the same time as you?
Yes.
Okay. You ready?
1, 2, 3, and we both step on.
Okay. So as you do that, you hear two melodious chords bellow from the deep. The bubbles erupt around you, and then the balefire rises up through the room. As the balefire subsides, so do the bubbles.
Okay. I'm going to skip that step there. Just going to jump over the 5 feet.
Okay, give me a jump roll. Athletics.
Let me check this real quick.
I get it. We got to make sure that everyone in that room is standing on a sigil before the next person steps on a sigil.
Well,
That makes
it's we have to do. Can I roll perception to check the path in front of me before walking forward?
Looking for traps would be investigation.
All right, I'll roll investigation. Heh.
With a 10. Unfortunately, you do not see any traps there.
Okay, 26.
Okay, you managed to elegantly jump right on over.
You had to make it potentially deadly, didn't you?
So, considering that one and that one,
Okay, but I also have the rope now, so you can.
yeah.
So you can determine if there's any traps there.
Yeah, I want to walk across and we'll find out if there's something.
Or since we now know how this works, have Kibble make his way up here, and have him look for traps.
Well, actually, yeah, because I backed up one.
Well, here,
Well, we're kind of at an impasse at the moment.
right. So how about you go forward? I hold the rope.
Okay.
We'll figure out what the next trap is, and then Kibble can come in, and we'll go from there.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
So, you make it to the middle square. At which point, go ahead and give me a deck save. You hear kind of this click and then a grinding sound from far above as a stone seems to be smacking against multiple things. Would you like to re-roll that?
Yes.
Much better. So, out of the ceiling comes this 100 or so pound boulder that just drops direct into that square, and you manage to jump forward just in time. As it smacks into that square, you see it leave an indent momentarily, and then it rolls off into the abyss. Do you track it on its way down?
Sure, I'm right here. I'll look.
Okay.
I'm looking.
It goes for about 50 feet and then just evaporates into balefire.
Good to know.
And then as that happens, you notice that the space where it hit is no longer damaged.
On the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's convenient.
So I look across at the hole that Drow made. Did it repair itself?
It did.
Okay. Kibble. That's you, Drow.
Yeah, I'm waiting for instructions.
Okay. Come in here.
Ark, you don't need to back up because we're going to have to.
No, I just want to make sure he hears me and sees me.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
So, unless you're going through the black, you want to take him around how you're moving.
Fine.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
He gets a foot really close to that root.
On the count of 3, we're all going to step on the signal. Okay? Then we're going to be fine.
Yep.
Then there's a trap. The oil trap is right there. So, oh. You're going to want to avoid that.
Well, hopefully he can look and see if he can disarm it after the round of balefire.
Right. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're all in the sigil.
Okay. So you all step on. The process repeats. And you're safe currently.
Okay.
So
Kibble's gonna try and deactivate that trap in front of him.
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation check just to see if we can find it first. Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
23.
You notice one very small kind of button that goes down in that connects to what you figure is probably a pressure plate. Go ahead and roll me Thieves' Tools.
Thieves' Tools. What's that roll?
Thieves' Tools.
I don't know how to roll tools. I've never had to use that
I'd
before.
say-
It should be on your skills.
Yep. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's there.
No, I guess it's
Thieves'
not.
Tools isn't on the skill checks.
I would say that'd be D20 dexterity plus proficiency.
Thieves' Tools. Dex. He's double proficient. And we're good.
Okay.
Okay, so I could have just rolled sleight of hand.
Yeah, because it's basically the same thing.
Okay,
Misaki, are you
well.
backing up?
Yes, because to my knowledge, we're going to back up a space. Well, damn.
It's still a 22.
No, I'm not backing up because we got to figure out a way to get Kibble out in front of me.
I can take
Oh.
care of that.
Did Kibble deactivate the trap?
Yep. So what he does is he takes out a small piton, slides it sideways, and then taps into that pressure plate, which seems to have gotten it stuck.
Excellent.
Okay. Gibble, come up here and explain what you did to Draho and Navarra. So
Well,
that they can avoid the trap.
Oh,
Okay.
I think he just completely neutralized it.
yeah.
Okay.
Like he broke the pressure plate.
Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna take Kibble and I'm pick him up when I'm over here.
All right. Gotta try and deactivate the other one. Now, I should get advantage since I know what to look for in these traps.
No, don't step off. Just pass them across you.
Oh well, too late now. But I can put him in the. I can put him in. You know what? I can hold him here, and he's small, so he could fit between my legs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well,
So, roll investigation.
Yep.
Do I get advantage because he knows what to look for?
Not specifically, no.
Can I help him?
You can attempt to.
Oh wait, it's
Would he-
investigate. It's investigation. That's not going to work out.
no, but could he have advantage knowing that there's a trap on that square?
Yes. That'll give.
All right. Let me try rolling that again and see if it gets better.
We explain how the trap works, so he knows what to kind of look for.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
did do better.
19.
Oh, wait, you did do better.
Yep. So he again sees kind of a pressure plate, but this time it's sliding the entire piece just down a bit to the back. He pulls out kind of a metal shim, slides it up against the back, and then tamps it in, curving it as he does, sticking that pressure plate into a unclickable position.
Woot.
Okay.
Okay.
Fixed it
Now,
over.
Handing
Ark,
it to you.
no, you're going to walk over behind me. Can you put him on the square in front of? Well, first of all, we'll have him check the square in front of me, but I don't think it's going to be there. Have him look, and then set him in front of me, and then you'll back up to where you're currently standing, and we'll have him check for traps towards the other corner.
Okay. Let's say we did that, because I currently can only select Kibble. It's standing on my space. There we go. It's okay. So I put him in the space above
Yes.
Misaki.
You'll walk behind me, and we'll have before you let him go. Make sure he'll check to make sure he doesn't step on anything.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
Yep, I'm just holding him just above.
Okay.
He's
He does see one, though he's not sure where the pressure plate is for this. It looks like it's some form of blade trap that just springs out of the wall.
Right in front of him.
Yeah, like right to the wall to the left of him.
So he sees where the blade would come out, but he doesn't see the plate for it.
Mm-hmm.
What height is it?
Roughly about knee height to most of you.
That's rude. Is it just the one square?
Yes.
Okay.
At least as far as you can tell.
Kibble, do you trust me?
Yeah.
You gonna toss him on the next square over?
Okay, I'm gonna aim for kind of up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know what? Hang on. I untie the rope from Misaki, tie the rope onto
Well, hang on. How big is the slit for the blade to come out of the wall?
Roughly about the size of, say, a sword, but several feet across.
Kibble, can you just hammer a piton into that to keep it from popping out? Would that work?
Well, I could try.
Okay, I'm still holding him.
Go ahead and roll me Thieves' Tools.
Thieves' tools.
All right.
Nice.
So he gets a piton direct into kind of both sides of it. As he's doing this, he's kind of shaking you heavily, Ark, with the force of like the metal going into stone. It doesn't cause any like stress for you with your strength, but it is surprising how much kind of back weight that he's giving you with every strike.
Like more than it should.
Probably.
It's probably got a heavy hammer.
I think the blade trap is a MacGuffin. The blade trap is a trap to make you think it's a trap, but it's not the real trap.
It's okay, because you'll set him down, and then he'll finish searching to the other signal.
Yeah, so I take it we're gonna test now that the
Wait.
trap's been deactivated.
Wait. I hand him to Misaki, take the rope off for her, tie it around him.
Okay.
So you just have me untie and tie it to him because you got a hold of him?
So, as you hand Kibble to Misaki.
No.
Oh, God, no.
He doesn't hand Kibble to me. I refuse to take him. I'll just undo the rope and then tie it because he's got a hold of him in front of me.
That, yes.
Okay.
Smarter.
Because I will drop Kibble.
Okay. So we go with that. See, this is why we have the book learned people. Okay. And then I set him down on the square that he is currently on the map.
Okay. You hear a click, and then a whirling set of blades starts to try and come out of that slit, and you just hear the ping, ping, ping as each one of those hits the pitons, and then several bits of shrapnel just kind of fly out. Go ahead and give me a dex save.
Hey.
Kibble move to the square in front of you.
Oh, we're gonna inspiration that.
Okay.
As Kibble lands and then hits the deck.
14.
All right. So he attempts to jump forward, but kind of sidesteps incorrectly, and you see him start to fall into the pit.
I draw him back.
Okay.
Get over here.
Does he see the pressure plate that he stepped on now?
He's not quite sure where it was, but as he sits back down, it doesn't seem to reactivate.
Probably because it got broken against the pitons.
Okay.
Kibble, you're going to carefully walk around the corner to the other sigil, keeping a lookout for any more buttons or whatnot.
I hand the rope off to Misaki. And I say, okay, you got to hold on to him now. I'm going to wait right here.
Yeah, how about you keep a hold of the end and I'll hang on to part of this.
Okay.
So you back
Strong
to that
hand.
spot. Yeah, you back to that. I will back off mine. Kibble needs to go around the corner and not step on the sigil yet, but stop
Yep.
right before it.
He needs to check every bit of it because it could be more than one trap.
It could
Yep,
be.
That's
but
what we're gonna do. We're gonna have him check every step as he goes.
Okay.
And then the
Cautiously.
next person in line needs to wait before stepping on the other sigil.
You want to go first, Navarre, or you want Draho to?
I'll go.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Investigation. He's going super carefully looking.
Okay. He doesn't feel that there's anything there and steps forward.
Is
Nothing
he able
happens.
Is he able to take 10 on this roll?
Unfortunately, 5e doesn't actually do that.
Oh, that is a lot of crap.
But it could. No.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of potential rules for if we get to another campaign.
Okay,
11.
maybe we should have someone other than Draho rolling for Gibble.
Ain't gotta change anything. The computer's the computer. So he's safe again?
Seems to be.
Alright. 9.
He steps forward.
Let me just for once. I'm just gonna roll a d20 here.
Add 7.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? You were right. Fair enough.
He steps forward, seems to be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Kibble. And
On
Navarra.
3.
1,
On 3, repeat again.
1, 2, 3. Rinse and repeat.
All right. As you step forward onto all of those, 4 melodious chimes pop up out of the abyss, as does the balefire. The bubbles surround you. The balefire slowly recedes, as do the bubbles, and you are all safe.
Sweet.
This is where it gets complicated.
Yeah, I mean, those all seem to be safe, so Kibble's just going to continue investigating all the squares this way up to the next sigil, because he's going to have to move there next.
Well, the thing is, there's the door, but it's going to take us multiple trips to get people safely across. I think.
Well,
So-
yeah. My question is going to come down to, once everybody's on a sigil, how are we going to be able to converge on the door if the door is not open?
I have a key, and I pull out the mall.
I don't think that key's going to work properly.
I know how to cast knock.
That's kind of cool.
That's handy.
Knock. Such a good spell.
Oh,
I mean, as Kibble is checking everything from where he's at to the next sigil, he can also examine the door.
that's also true. In theory.
So all
That's
right,
what.
as you get to that point, you hear the click.
And I step off to the next one before anything happens.
Give me a dex save.
God freaking okay.
Wait, did the thing Kibble put on it still work?
17.
17. Okay. Let's see, which one was that one? That was the boulder trap.
Boulder.
Yep. So, a 100-pound boulder comes dropping at you.
I attack it.
You
He's
know
got
what?
a maul of adamantine.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Well, it's going to be a magic thing that can't take damage. Okay, 29.
You do connect. Roll me damage.
And it's an object,
Yep.
so the uber critical.
And this is where we find out it's actually an eyeless beholder.
The boulder.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Exciting.
35 bludgeoning damage, 10 fire damage.
All right. Well, it had a base of 35 damage, so you smash it out of the way and it goes falling into the abyss.
And then I move to the left.
Okay. Nivara, likewise, as you get to that point, you hear a click. Dex save.
If I can't dodge it, I'm going to break it.
That was the oil.
Correct. Do you want inspiration that?
Yeah, that's inspiration.
All right.
Why not?
See, this is just him weakening us for the next combat.
So, what happened to the disabling of those traps that Kibble did?
They reset, though.
Mm-hmm. Any other top offs to that? Dark One's Luck or anything?
You really Dark One's Luck that and get anywhere if 17s are iffy?
I was gonna say, like, even if I roll 10 on that, I don't think that's gonna do anything.
Okay. So,
Just oil.
yep. The oil comes slooshing down onto you and into those 3 spots as well. Unfortunately, due to the missed dex save, you go plummeting into the darkness.
Cool.
Oh, you said 50 feet?
Correct.
I reach into the pocket and jump out after. I'm
Okay.
pulling out the broom of flying. I'm going to grab before she hits the 50-foot mark.
What is the rate or the speed?
You had a
of
broom
the-
of flying this entire time.
Yeah, I just remembered about it.
Good
It was one of
timing,
those things.
people.
It's one of those things I forgot I had it.
So its flying speed is only 50 feet.
Yeah, but that means I can intercept her before she hits the 50-foot mark down the shaft, right?
Passive flying versus active flying. Passive falling versus active flying.
Let me double check falling speed.
There, so it's-
If they can't make it, I had a plan to do something too to try and save her.
Oh god, the math on this site. Wow.
You I'm sorry, but you had the solution to this problem.
Let's see. So it's 32 feet per second.
That's faster than the broom.
Which is 192. Yep.
I did have something I wanted to ask.
Can you cast fly?
Cannot.
Navara, do you have fly?
Does anyone have featherfall?
I do not.
Okay.
I do have, if this
Would
can be allowed,
Navarro-
since I've got a bonus action spell that's prepared. If I can use that.
Would Navarre only fall the same movement rate as moving?
No, because you can fall faster than you can move.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to know, can I Misty Step up to the square and grab Nivara before she actually falls past grabbing range?
I like that idea. Navara and Draho give me initiatives.
Prepared Misty Step in case something got too close. I'm glad I did.
Can you beat a 21?
Hi. Lucky coin.
Okay.
Ooh, so close.
I would like to rage and use my instinctive pounce to try to grab her.
How far does that get you?
40 feet? No, sorry, 20.
Be too far.
I can leap.
Yep, you can potentially leap there. You're going to be landing in the oil, so you'll need to give me a dex save.
When I land in the oil, or when I land next to Navarra and grab her arm?
So that the 3 spaces to the left of where that trap hit are all covered in oil.
I'm talking about the square just below that. So I would see this happening, leap, and then try to stop her from sliding off.
So I'm falling, I'm assuming, from...
This way.
Oh,
That way,
I thought she
yeah.
was sliding to the left.
No.
But you
Okay,
can
let's
land here and attempt that.
wait. Initiative. Can't Nivara voluntarily go last in initiative? Aren't you allowed to choose when you go in initiative?
She can hold her
No.
action,
Yep,
which is falling.
but not in this instance. So that was just to see if you would have been flat-footed versus her.
Oh, come on. It's a bonus action spell. It's a bonus action spell, and Drawho is paranoid at this point of everything.
Yes, but you were looking more towards Kibble to see what would happen.
I do have advantage on saving throws, but I think that's against attacks. Well, it's against effects that I can see, which I would be able to see.
You can.
Can I do anything to up that by 2 points? Let's see.
Does anyone have Featherfall?
No one has Featherfall, or we'd have used it. The best I have is a Misty Step.
We have Featherfall on a coaster, which does not help.
Okay, so how strong is Drawho?
8 strength, but it doesn't really matter. As long as I can grab her, I give her something to grab onto.
I'm
It's an
more
attempt.
I'm more concerned about you grabbing me. Because you can Misty Step 60 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, 30 feet.
30?
Yeah. So that means I can get literally just before the sigil and grab her. Like,
We've all used our rerolls, haven't we?
oh, Rokan hasn't.
Use our cans!
Yeah, I'm trying to beat a 21 though.
No, you're trying to beat a 21 initiative. I'm saying use your cans for the for Navarra.
Yeah, but if I don't go before Nivara falls, I can't.
I'm
miss
saying
the
use
step.
use Rokans for Navarra's skill check for dex save.
Okay, so do I? Let me figure out what's going on here. So do I manage to Misty Step in time to at least try and slide and grab her hand?
I will give that. So you get to here. Ark, are you jumping as well?
No, because it's too risky.
Okay. So you get to there. You see that she's falling. She's
Yeah.
out of reach, though.
Oh, that's okay. I actually no. Let me get my equipment out here.
Wait, no. Okay, raging, leaping here, and as I'm doing that, throwing her another length of rope.
Okay.
Actually, the adamantine chain,
Okay.
which I have
Oh,
on.
you've got the adamantine chain.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just looking for that in my
So-
equipment because I'm like,
so-
I think I have that thing.
So I'm gonna roll my leap with advantage.
Yep.
God damn. 15?
15 will get you there.
Okay.
There's actually no trouble there because that's not oil.
Right. Okay. And again, it's kind of a simultaneous move. I'm going to throw the chain
So give me
to
an
her.
athletics on that one.
Not the athletics.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, thank God. 26.
Okay. Navara, as you're falling, this thin adamantine chain comes within reach.
What do I need to roll to grab it?
Give me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
You don't have any. You don't have any pluses.
No, I straight up nothing on strength.
Okay.
Use Rokan's inspiration.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, we're talking about like a very small chance that this is gonna work, but okay.
Couldn't he also?
Dark One's luck.
Mm-hmm.
I could
Or-
Dark One's luck. That is true.
Is this to grab hold of the chain?
Correct.
Yes.
Couldn't he also snap out reflexively, as in dexterity, to grab it?
Yes, but keeping the grip on it while covered in oil.
Okay.
All
I
right,
have
let's
one
try.
last
I'm gonna try
attempt.
Dark One's luck first,
Okay.
and if that doesn't work, then we'll use Rokan's reroll. 13.
That is just enough. You have that rope or that chain in your hand. You start swinging westward. What are you guys doing?
Pulling it up, but not like super forcefully.
If he's pulling up, try to get her to arc before she hits the 50-foot mark and get a hand on her to help bring her to a ledge.
I'm actually not even gonna pull her up. I'm gonna like hold it up,
Okay.
so it wouldn't reach down there.
And with that, before we move further, Kaizen, say something. Can you nerds hear me?
Very
Barely.
lightly.
Super quiet.
All right. Hang on. We're trying to figure out a mic and speaker situation for him because someone has removed his headset from his bag. So bear with us.
Well, at least that worked because I had one other plan that was super stupid and would probably kill both of us.
So, Naivara, you're swinging towards Misaki.
And you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now we got to figure out speaker situations.
It's fine. Just use Smite. It always works.
What was that?
So use Smite.
So I'm swinging towards Misaki.
Correct. Misaki, are you reaching out?
Yeah, on a broom.
Okay. With the broom, I won't even give you guys any trouble. You're able to collect Naivara and get her up onto the ledge.
Okay.
Or the
Well,
second level
now we
spell
have another
for a
problem.
No, because I'll just fly and hover over the other sigil.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. So I retract the chain, clean all the excess oil off of it.
Okay.
Everything resets. I take it.
Yeah, not as of yet.
Oh,
Wait
we
until
have
we
to,
trigger it.
we have to do the sigils first. What the?
Alright.
What
That-
the crap?
Broomstick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
All right, give me a.
You know what you could do?
There's a Kai.
There's a Kai, and
Yep.
he has speakers.
Woo!
You know what we could do? We could like firemen carry the whole broom thing.
Does have a weight
Yep.
limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like one person goes, when they get off, they hand it to the next person who's like a square over.
What are we trying to do?
Cross
Okay.
the chasm.
Cross the chasm.
It involves dexterity skill checks. You won't like it.
Why? That looks like a 5-foot wide man.
Yeah, well, that right there is oil. That's a boulder that falls on you. That one falls out from under you, and we don't even know what this other one does.
It was a boulder that falls on you.
So you gotta get.
Okay, we're getting some multiple speeches from you.
I think your guys' mics are overlapping.
Okay, how about now?
That's good.
That's good.
Okay, But we have a broom of flying in play. So I think this is doable, but I think we have to think about it.
Okay, so how about we do this? Kibble comes up, checks this area. Once it's clear, I land. And does Kibble still have a rope on him?
He does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Attach the rope to the broom. And you guys come over one at a time on the broom.
That could work.
Until we're all here in front of the door.
We could also. Well, what's the weight limit on the broom?
400 pounds, which lowers its speed to 30 feet.
So you're saying there's a chance? No. I think too. What we can do is like we can go to where, and I wish I could mark the. So see where I am.
Yep.
And see the square diagonally left of mine. That's on the other side of the sigil.
Okay.
We could do it to where someone lands, hands the broom off, the next person can fly over, and then can like fly to like where above the sigil and below Navarra, for example. Then the person who is on that square next to my sigil can move over, and so on and so forth. So we can kind of like hop it over using the broom. Does that make sense?
You want to use the broom as hopscotching over past the signals.
Basically like a relay race equivalent of until everyone's over.
Hey, Kedro, if I come back and then get off the broom here and hold the broom out in front of me, does it hover?
I believe so.
I was gonna say, can you just like push the broom and
if
keep
you're
going like
off the
flying?
broom, it does not hover. It functions
okay.
like a mundane broom until you're astride it and speak
Okay,
command word.
okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yep.
So if we were to drop it, it would drop into the chasm if we went across.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have to have 2 points of contact on it at all time. I don't think he'll make us roll for that.
I had a silly idea, but it might actually be smart.
Kaizan, you can Misty Step, right? What's the range on your Misty Step?
30 feet.
How tall is the ceiling?
Several hundred feet up.
We
And-
also do have a cloak of the Montbank. At our disposal.
And just for kind of catch up, every time someone steps on top of one of the runes, balefire comes up from the pit. The runes cover you with a bubble, and there are various traps around the room.
So if anyone steps on a sigil, everyone in the room has to be on a sigil at the same time.
Else be touched by balefire.
It's not fun.
The rooms are the little things in the corners, right?
Correct.
I have an idea for getting the broom across the entire chasm without it falling in.
The
Anyone wants
ropes,
to hear it? Huh?
the various ropes that we have,
Yeah,
or mage hand.
tie a rope to both ends, have somebody on each end hold the rope, and then you hold it taut and drag it across so it stays in the air. Then when somebody flies, you give it slack so it doesn't impede it. Then before they stop its flying, you pull it taut and drag it across like a tug of war. But everyone knows where to go. So it never actually dips and doesn't risk falling into the pit. Does that make sense to anyone?
Does the broom look like it's got something that'll secure the rope when it's tied on without slipping through?
It looks like a good old-fashioned witch's broom.
Well, we don't need to use a lot of... I mean, if we tie a really solid knot and we tie the ropes to each other, so forms... Tie the ropes to each other and then around the broom, the ropes can't be pulled off the broom. I mean, the point is to use the ropes as counter.
I'm proposing we literally hand it from one person to another.
Well, I'm just saying this way we don't have to do all that necessity. We can just take it literally from the point above Drow to the point where the door is, straight across. Never having to worry about.
I mean, it's
dropping
literally
it.
not that hard to just get off the broom and hand it to somebody 5 feet away.
Okay,
Like,
I'm
you
just
guys
trying to avoid
way
anyone
overcomplicating
accidentally triggering a trap, because between this area, there's no traps.
We already know where the traps are in the bottom of the room. If we just don't stand on those areas, it's fine.
Okay, but how are we going to get it from, let's say, Ark to me without activating a trap or a sigil?
Fly to literally any square. You hand it to someone else. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I understand what you're telling me, because that...
Okay, so if I stand here,
Are
And then
you
Ark
going to stand there?
no, because there's a stupid trap there.
Thank you.
My point being is, if I were to stand there and Ark was to stand next to the other one, on the other square next to that sigil, hand him the broom. Then he flies over here, hands it to somebody else.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I misunderstood what we were doing.
Because apparently standing on the sigils themselves also resets the traps.
Okay, no, I get what you're saying. I misunderstood how you meant we were switching the broom off.
Like,
I was thinking we were literally passing the broom like a baton, not flying to each other. That's
And
why I
then
was
passing it
confused.
off like a baton.
Yeah, you
but I was
literally
thinking,
fly
like-
next to the other person, hand them the broom, and then they fly to the other person.
Yeah, I wasn't recognizing the fly to the other person. I was thinking, like, how are we getting it from Nivara to Ark and then Ark to me if we're all standing in one place? I wasn't understanding the concept properly.
You were misunderstanding the point of the broom of flying.
That's
Yes.
par for the course, Draho.
Yes, exactly. I misunderstood the concept of the broom of flying.
Gotcha. And also, Kibble is light enough that he could probably just fly it to everyone individually and just ferry them across.
Also,
True,
yes,
Kibble is very
because
light.
I don't think anybody with kibble would be more than 400 pounds.
That's
With all
a
the
good,
stuff I'm carrying,
solid idea.
with all the stuff I'm carrying, I might be. But then again, I could put him in one of the bags of holding, and then he's going to weigh an inconsequential amount, and he can breathe for 10 minutes. So we're good.
That's all we need to traumatize him more.
Look, he's already at that point. I'm just saying, let's do something practical with it.
He's gonna hate pocket dimensions before it's all said and done. He's never
All
had
of
a
you do
positive
is-
experience.
What did we say the weight limit on this broom was?
400
pounds.
Then it just gets slower.
So
No. Up to 400 pounds, and at 200 pounds to 400 pounds, it will move at 30 feet. Anything over 400 pounds, and it falls.
Yeah, okay, so I should probably be the last one to go.
So, in other words, I could probably fly through roping off assistance for falling purposes, get Navara and Draho over
And then
on the other side besides Kibble once he
everything-
checks it.
then everything that I'm carrying just to lighten the load even further.
And
And then we'll do my hopscotch idea over. But first, Kibble needs to see if those spaces up by the door are safe.
right. And then it also depends on how much Kaizen weighs.
Are you calling Kazan fat?
That was him laughing.
And if worse comes to worse, Kibble can pick a spot and mage hand the broom around.
You're looking at a paladin wearing a full set of dwarven armor and an Alice pack full of stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, again, we
Why
had
is not an option? But the room doesn't fall out of the sky. It just floats.
Nope.
It falls out of the sky.
Yep. Unless you
you're
were
sitting on
astride
it
it.
and speak the
and-
command word.
Well, I get that part. I'm talking about if somebody's sitting on it and it exceeds the 400-pound weight limit,
Then it
It-
begins to fall.
it begins to fall.
Mhm.
Okay. Because you know what I was going to do, right?
Probably sit on it and have someone drag you.
No, fool. We were going to take the ridiculous amount of rope that I have. We were going to wrap a loop of it around the broom handle, have Masaki go up into the middle with a pivot, and we were going to swing it across like Tarzan. Cue Ocean Spray commercial music.
I love how I come up with a less reckless plan than that.
How's that reckless? That's a strength check. I can do that all day. That's a perfect plan for me.
Don't get cocky.
And
You know what?
What's
I
the
think
worst
I've
thing
got a
that
way
can
to
happen?
fix my
What-
own
what we
problem.
need
if
for
I
that-
get at least halfway and I slip, I can teleport myself the rest of the way.
I don't have teleportation. Therein lies the flaw in the plan.
Ark, how much do you weigh?
Are you really worried about losing your grip on a rope while swinging?
Look, I'm good at athletics checks. I'm not perfect.
Are you a little girly man? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You're lucky you're over there.
So,
So-
New
I
question.
can solve the problem for me
Did we
and take
level up?
me out of this equation.
Several times.
We're 13?
Sounds about right.
I mean, I could get you across.
How much does the broom weigh?
3
I
pounds.
could get you across.
Sorry, how much?
3 pounds.
Okay. So Kibble can go to a sort of centralized location with it, mage hand it to the last person. So we can use Kibble's mage hand to transfer it around. And then someone very light like Navara. Oh wait, no,
Kedro,
you're covered in oil. Darn.
Kedro,
Yep.
would you say when I am in fox form, I'm like, what, 5-8 pounds?
Probably.
Okay, then there's a solution there.
I'm going to shift and see if it still floats with me and fox on top of it.
It does, though. Sitting on it is a little bit hard for someone without thumbs.
That's why I'm doing it right here above the ledge to see if it works.
You can.
Okay.
It just feels precarious.
Okay, so I say Kibble goes and gets everyone across one at a time, then picks a spot to land. A mage hands it to Kaizen, then mage hands it back to himself, and then I go across. Then he mage hands it back, and he gets across.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Are we going to have him check to make sure there's no traps by this other door first?
yes, he's
Yeah,
going to do
that's
that
the
first.
first thing we're going to do.
That's the
is
first
check
thing
the
needs
whole
to be
area for
done.
traps.
He's going to do that first.
All right, so then let's do that now before we continue arguing about how to pass this stupid broom around.
Right.
We're not
because-
arguing. You're just wrong.
Okay. so-
I was the one who agreed with you, so shut
I
up, Ark.
Investigate. 20. Okay, we'll see any traps.
Not in front of him, no.
Excellent. Step forward.
I couldn't help but notice the wording on that.
Next one.
Lots of
Also-
squares.
Also, before we pull off this whole thing, I think we want to reset the traps just enough that the oil goes away.
I don't think we should mess with anything right now and stay where we are until Kibble's done.
Right.
So with where Kibble's at currently in that 19 investigation check, you do notice that basically the 2 squares right in front of you, at very minimum, there's kind of an odd lattice work of spacings in the stone. Definitely a trap of some sort. specifically in the floor.
Thieves' tools to try and rig it so it doesn't operate.
Go for it.
I think that's mostly just a.
Ooh.
He figures he has it. Slams a few pitons in there.
I have a feeling that it's going to just collapse under him.
Someone be ready to pull Kibble back.
Saki, you got that?
Hang on a second. Kibble needs to re-roll that check.
Nice.
All right. He definitely thinks that he's got the pitons in the correct spaces now.
So, nah, here.
Okay. So then he's going to step forward and check the rest of this area for any more traps.
Oh, and I will shift back to human and be on the broom ready to grab Kibble if I need to.
So as he steps forward, what you see is in the space that he is in and to the left, Rope tries to come up in kind of a netted fashion. In the two spaces above him, that rope actually does come up. But because it's solidly placed in the two spaces he is on, it gets stuck. And you hear this kind of clicking, whirring, grinding noise. And it looks like that net rope is trying to pull direct off into the abyss to the right. And after just a minute or so, the clicking and whirring stops and the rope resettles.
Can I float up and see where the ropes are?
Yep, so they are part of that kind of open lattice work. And you see down kind of in that space a rope that's coming out to the side and pulling directly down.
Just cut that rope off so it no longer has anything to activate.
I was going to say, am I able to cut the rope to disable it?
Yes, you can. I won't even make you roll a check for that.
Okay. So definitely.
Say, that'd be a rude move.
Definitely.
Can you cut rope?
Okay, so definitely don't stand on the sigils then, because that would reset the traps.
Yeah. I think we've all given up on sigil work.
Okay, so let's do the roundabout.
But before that, now that the two of you are close to that door, you see 8 markings on the door that all match the identical runes that are on the floors.
So I'm assuming we have to trigger all 8 at the same time.
Which is impossible given our current party composition.
No, it's not.
Oh, if you let Rokan out, then maybe.
Yeah, I can let Rokan out, and let's see.
Rokan can fly, right?
That he can.
He can fly.
I can summon a beholder.
Okay.
And
But a
you also
beholder
have
blob.
Fenrir here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can use him. He's technically with us, so we can just put him on a space.
Okay, so Kibble needs to check all the spaces next to each sigil and make sure they're clear.
All right, then he's gonna need Misaki to carry him to each space on the broom.
Okay, just give me 2 investigation checks.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you roll for all the spaces that don't actually have anything.
Coward.
Kibble can fit on the broom with me, can't he? Because we should both be within the right.
Absolutely.
And we can just glide along the path and check for the traps.
So,
Yeah.
he does discover one right here.
What does it appear to be?
Looks very similar to the blade trap down to the south in kind of mechanics, but the opening is a bit wider.
Okay, so
I bet it's like a bar or something that just slaps you into the thing.
okay, so we know all the safes. We know all of them are safe except for that one that looks like a Y. So we use the basically the same thing that we were going to do before, where we're going to have someone go to let me start the sentence again. We'll pass off the rope like we said before with the mage hand and kibble and whatnot to where we're all next to but not on top of his sigil. And then he'll use the broom to fly over and dismount onto the sigil, at which point we'll all step onto a sigil at the same time.
Okay, so what's our first step in this?
So Kibble has to go around and get everyone to a sigil.
Okay.
Like,
So
Basically,
Masaki,
he
are
becomes-
you standing next to a sigil and dismounting?
just next one. Just
Okay,
next one.
so was this was a safe square?
Which one? Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
The square below Navarre, where the blade trap was with the pitons that we disabled,
Not safe.
it is not safe now.
Correct.
So it magically repaired itself.
Correct.
So if Kibble brings the broom,
You can go to the one to the
I
right.
can go to the one next to it on the bottom,
By the check mark, right?
next to the check mark.
I'm good where I am.
I'm good where I am.
Ark doesn't need to move, so
Fenrir can go to the one that I think is actually supposed to be F anyway.
I
That's
think
it.
Kaizen, being the heavy one, can go to that guy because we don't want to risk him with the broom.
That's also fair.
so
then
we
Fenrir
would
could
take
probably be
Fenrir up
lifted
to
the
one of
other
the
one.
top ones.
The
And then
one
Rokan can go land on the other one.
So, like that?
And and then Kibble's going to be on the other one, and then we all just step on a sigil on what 3, like we've been doing.
That works.
do you have what's the cleric cantrip that can that's basically prestidigitation but for clerics?
Thaumaturgy.
That one. Do you have that one?
I do have. I've got thaumaturgy. Yeah.
Okay. So we can all hear
Amplify
you.
the voice.
Yeah, amplify the voice. And you do the countdown.
Do the countdown. Okay. So using thaumaturgy, we all step on it at 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm not going to make you guys actually move. So, 8 melodious sounds, kind of bum, 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 start ringing out from the deepness of the pit. Glowing yellow bubbles surround you. The balefire rips up from the abyss and all the way up as far as you can see. All of the traps seem to be slagged because of this. And then as the balefire comes back down, you see just the melting bits of what was those traps. The door, all 8 of those runes have come to life.
Excellent. So now we can just walk like normal because the traps are all deactivated.
I'd say also using the broom, just unless the sigils disappear.
They did not.
Do they seem as active as they were before?
They seem to be glowing a little bit brighter.
I'd
Oh,
say
yes.
I'd say use the broom again, just to be safe.
Okay. I mean, I figure we've activated it, man. Video game logs, like you always keep it lit up so you know it's active.
Yeah. In Kaisen's case, in Kaisen and Mai's case, I think it's a matter of move 5 feet, get the broom, fly over, so on and so forth. But we can make it without any checks involved.
So do you do that to make your way to the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You all make your way to the door.
And once everyone's here, I recollect the broom.
Okay. I'm going to have my shield up.
And Rokan can go back in my pocket now that he's... And by pocket, I mean wrapping around the back of my back under my cloak.
Okay.
It's all good in the hood.
Basically, he wraps around me, goes under my cloak, and then he puts his head up right next to my head on my shoulder, like under the hood, so you wouldn't really
Okay.
notice him unless he pops his head out to look at
Okay.
you.
Runes still glowing?
They are.
You sure you want to be there, Kaisen, or do you want to switch with the Masaki first? Okay, boom. There we go. Okay, and I push the door open.
All right. Opening the doorway, a heavy smell of sulfur wafts into the area, clashing with a fragrant lilac incense that you can see burning in the near distance of a small room.
Someone had eggs.
The stonework of the walls and floors in this area have been intricately wrought and polished, smooth, save for the grout that kind of provides a bit of traction on the flooring. A single curtain to your right closes off the room from another area, from which a dim glow can be seen, casting the shadow of the curtain against the floor. And so we will move maps.
Does the glow happen to be blue?
It is not.
Okay. Are we past all the blue doors?
Not necessarily. Who's going in first?
Well, as soon as the map loads, I'll let you know.
Yeah, the trouble with that is you won't see it until you're on the map.
Dang it. Okay, well, I got something now. I will peek around the corner. I'm going to pull out the basic disruption, so I have torchlight.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a table there?
That is kind of a burning set of incense.
I still don't see anything.
That's because there's only so much space in the room.
I'm currently the only one on the map, so...
Who's moving in second?
I'll do it.
Akvara.
Bell said it, so I'll bring you both in.
I mean, if no one else seems to scream or call out in trouble, I'll go in.
Well, this either is going to go...
Kibble.
This either is going to go very smoothly for us or very horribly wrong. And judging by this place, probably the latter.
So currently the kind of aisle in there is a bit full.
Here, I'm going to try to stealthily move to the other side. Or you can just go right there. That works too. Can you investigate that incense?
All right, that should be everyone in there.
Yay, now I can see.
So before you, kind of on that south area, is a bit of a curtain that drapes across the doorway.
Navarro, what's up with the incense?
I can investigate.
Please do. I want to come back and bite us. Oh my. But I don't see that yet.
So even with a 9, you feel that the incense is there to kind of deal with the smell of the sulfur, which is probably from like a deep well.
Oh, well water?
Like home.
Tyson, do you want to take a point or should I?
I think it's my turn.
Okay.
Are we ready?
No, but let's do it anyway.
Me.
So beyond the curtain is a curious sight. A large pool of steaming water is the focal point, taking up the majority of this space. Within the pool is a sizable red and gold spiked orb that glows slowly and dimly at its center. Just to your left, embers of fire that have been left to burn within a brazier sits at the rounded corner. 3 curtains additionally sit on each of the other sides of the room, providing additional egress.
There's a big spiky ball in the middle of a pool of water.
How big?
Well, looks about 5 foot.
Anything else in the room?
Not currently.
I mean, there's braziers for light, 3 more doorways with curtains, and a pool. Of indeterminate depth.
All right. I'm going to. Just a point of clarification. Can I effectively take the dodge action while entering the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Can we
moving
go
in.
ahead?
We're so paranoid. We just know something's going to happen.
It's not paranoia if there's stuff to back it up.
There's a steaming pool of indeterminately deep water. We're going to have a Kraken fight.
It's not a Kraken.
Oh.
quite.
Doran the Imprisoned. Okay, when did this become Dark Souls?
When there's a freaking dragon turtle, that's when.
Slowly the orb rises.
Wow.
And beneath the surface of the water, it gently breaks through with a large form of a turtle shell. The giant head and golden crest of a dragon turtle pokes its way forward, gazing at you with a bit of wonder in its ancient eyes. You're not the meal crew. Who are you? What brings you to my prison?
Oh, we're just passing through.
Well, that doesn't seem like much fun. You should come in. Have a dip.
Insight check. Because he's probably going to try to eat me.
Or he's legitimately nice and we just no longer can tell.
13. I mean, he's said he was imprisoned, so maybe we should free him.
He does seem to be genuine in what he's saying.
I would just want to specify, Ark, he's imprisoned by a bad guy, but that doesn't mean he's a good guy. You don't get imprisoned all the time because you're a good person. Some bad people get imprisoned by bad people. It's called the American justice.
I'm going to respectfully decline, but thank you.
Kaizen, you also feel that he is being genuine. No ill
So I'm
intent.
gonna walk up to the edge and kind of use my spear to see how deep the water is.
As far down as you kind of push it, it will continue to go, but within the first couple feet of the initial ledge, there is kind of like an additional ledge there, kind of as seating space.
Oh, point of order too is Navarro still covered in oil.
No, once englobed, all of that goes away.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to. Was that brazier? Little steam thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When I walk in, I will bow at the dragon turtle.
You see him slowly nod his head down, closing in his eyes, and as he lifts his head up, they reopen.
I got prestidigitation if you want to light that brazier on fire.
So it is still smoldering coals, but it just looks like it's lacking fuel.
Now you said this was your prison?
Yes, I've been here for, what feels like a long time. A long, long time.
Were you smaller when you came here?
No, I was much larger. Way larger. I was so big. And then that grumpy elf that calls himself the Lord of the Master of this domain decided that I offended him and stuck me in this little bowl.
Oh.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of a row.
Oh,
Yes.
Are you planning on taking him out?
In a manner of speaking.
I
There's certainly-
do appreciate manners.
That's certainly among the options that we have.
By the way, if you want to light that brazier up, I do have a couple bottles of lamp oil, so we can pour some lamp oil on it.
Also seeing that Kaizen bows, I also bow.
Okay. He does the same for you.
Well, first, before we light the brazier, I'm going to ask him, do you mind if we light this
No, not at all. Not at all. You go right ahead and do that. I know that your types tend to end up needing to see a bit more than I do.
All right, I'm going to use one of my bottles of lamp oil and set it up nice. Do I need to add anything other than just oil to this? Do I need to add more kindling?
No, the lamp oil should be fine.
Okay. One bottle of lamp oil gone. We got light.
So, when do you expect the feeding crew?
Oh, they tend to come by once a week. They were here yesterday, so probably gonna be a while. I mean,
What
at
they
least I
usually
think
keep-
it's a week.
Kind of hard to tell time down here, huh?
Yeah, smidge.
What do they feed you?
Oh, whatever kind of nasty meaty bits that they can come up with.
Well, if they've been picking up after us, you've had quite a feast.
Oh, is that why yesterday was so scrumptious?
Well, we've been in here for better part of a week,
Well,
or less.
And they definitely
Time's a
have been
little-
cleaning up after you. I might have been cleaning up after you. Sorry if I ate any of your friends.
Oh no, all of our friends are present and accounted for.
Oh, well then that's good. That is good. Most of them seem like they were bad things.
I'm gonna reach into the bag of colding, and I'm gonna think of the probably sweetest fruit that we would have put in there, and
Okay.
we'll pull one of them out.
You see
Now-
his eyes slightly widen.
Now, I don't know your preferences, but you might want to let this thaw out a bit first. And you know what? Will you be cool if I put this in the water with you?
Oh, by all means.
Okay, and I put it in the water.
And you see his mouth just open, and slowly his tongue lolls out, and he just, and it gulps in a great big chunk of water with it. And you see him kind of, oh, that is yummy. I haven't had something that tasty in a while. What can I do to repay the favor?
Well, honestly, I think what we need is information.
Oh, sure. What would you like to know? Anything I know, I can certainly pass off to some people that are trying to do whatever it is you're trying to do to the old man.
I think one of my colleagues would be better suited at asking questions.
Oh, certainly.
How old are you?
We have a bucket.
That's a good
That's
question.
the first thing Drow wants to know. How old are you?
Oh, I'd say going on a couple thousand years now.
I reach into the bag of holding and pull out one of the pots, like one of the cartons. There you go.
I acquire pot. I fill pot with water. I move over to the corner of the room and start doffing armor.
Okay.
I haven't bathed in a week. I've been covered in every type of vitriol, terrible thing that I have murdered in the last week.
You just kind of bathe in this dude's, drink.
No, that's why I got the pot. I ganked some water, and I'm going to go bathe.
Okay,
Yes.
That makes sense.
Rather
I'm
than
like,
jump
you
in
just
and be like,
kind
"Here,
of get you a funk all over his clean prison.
Exactly.
Hey. Is there anyone else in here with you?
Nope. Cleaning crew comes in once a week, and aside from that, I don't tend to see many people. Though the grumpy old man did have some visitors recently. Came in, did a little bathing themselves.
Oh, what were the visitors?
Yeah, tell us about them.
Well, they were very similar to him. It gave off that same kind of creepy vibe. One of them, like him, but he wasn't an elf. It was kind of more of a grumpy man cow, and another one was kind of a grumpy man lizard. And it was those two that took the bath in my bathwater.
He's got a minotaur.
And ain't nothing I could do about it at the time, but they were really nasty. And I was stuck frozen in place down at the bottom of this, even as they decided to relieve themselves in my bathwater.
Oh, Draho.
How are you imprisoned here exactly?
Well,
he kind of can't fit out the room.
that's part of it. And that grumpy old elf, when I said I offended him, and it was because he was traipsing through my waters without paying tribute, and so I capsized his boat, and it just felt right.
As you do.
But
It
little
seems
did I
fair,
know
people
how,
on your property.
how powerful he was, and he did the circling of his little fiery whip, and then I was shrunk into basically pocket size, and he tossed me in here.
Good to know it does that.
And it seems to do a lot.
Draho. Could you do our little our new friend a favor and vegetate his water clean?
That's actually what I was gonna say next. Was it'll take a long time, but I would like to try and clean his water up for him.
It would take you less than 5 minutes.
It is a large body of water.
Yeah, that's why it's.
Okay, well, while it's telling us all this, just
Now, I did overhear that they had traveled some great distance at their master's demand to come and see that grumpy old elf.
out of character. Every time you call him grumpy old elf, I'm picturing Santa.
Have you had an opportunity to talk to the elf's daughter?
Oh, yes. From time to time she comes in, and she is a very lovely little girl. And in fact, she's the reason why I'm able to speak to you these days.
What about the older one?
No, I think she done has her own bath.
I just meant, has she ever come in here? And I'm trying to gain intel on her so that I can kill her next time I see her.
I give Navarro a knowing glance and I say, intel.
No, she passes through occasionally, but mostly just to pick up some of the armor or weapons that some of the visitors leave in the room just over yonder.
Which room would that be?
He pointed, kind of nodded off to the west.
Gotcha.
Well, as to the people that go in the other rooms,
Yeah, Drogo's gonna stay here and just strike up conversation with this guy because he likes to talking to things that are older than his family.
Okay. So
I'm trying to survey the perimeter here.
as he kind of just chats with you, he'll let you know that the reason why the two were here is something about turning over some shiny something or other that the grumpy elf was supposed to do sooner rather than he wanted to. And the grumpy cow said that he came from someplace far to the north, a land of ice and wind and dale, I think. And that grumpy lizard, he seemed to not travel as far, but coming from a place that he called the Stormy Horns. And they both sounded like they were super intent on making sure that shiny thing was being turned over before they could go back to that places.
So what you're saying is they're probably still here.
Oh, I don't think so. I haven't seen them in quite some time.
Well, either this just became a more time-sensitive mission or a very less time-sensitive mission.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and help him out as best I can cleaning up his water.
Okay.
Just as clean as I can get it in the time we have. I know I can't do a lot at a time because I don't have any proper spells for it.
So as you're doing that, he kind of slooshes up towards you and sticks his head very close to yours. He's like, just so you know, the rooms to the east and south are trapped and will kill the first living beings that enter them. The door to the west, however, does not have that problem. And
Thank you.
slowly backs up.
I'm gonna yell to everyone else, hey guys, the rooms to the east and the south, he said?
Correct.
I think we all heard him.
Oh yeah, he's not quiet.
Oh, okay.
And he
I thought he
reverberates.
managed to get it quietly to me. That's fine.
It sounded like a really bad stage whisper.
Okay. So I'm gonna be like,
for him it's a
guys.
whisper, but he's just so big. His voice carries.
So about that angry cow person, can you describe what he looked like?
Oh, definitely. And so, as he tells that particular tale, not that one. That is basically what he describes.
Okay, does that match the description of the coal rower guy that I learned about a while ago?
Very much so.
Okay.
Alias Death Knight number 12.
Accurate.
So he's got an undead minotaur. Great.
And that's 12. He will likewise detail the other one, which is that one.
Yep, that's basically what I thought.
Lightning lizard. Okay, those things are perfectly ugly.
Apologize about the borking.
Oh, no worries.
I'm gonna ask him. Do you happen to have any idea about this place outside of this room, like the way it functions?
He kind of cocks his head. What do you mean?
Well, we kind of struck a deal to go collect the grumpy old elf's wife's item that she's carrying, the staff she's carrying, and bring it back and use it to basically kill his daughter good so that he can be put to peace, I think. Is how it works? I don't know. Smarter people than me handle this.
Oh,
I think she's already dead, but not being allowed to pass on.
Yeah, basically, you know how we can maybe try and manipulate this place to our favor. You're old and wise. You know how portals work.
oh, well, unfortunately, I've been stuck here since I was first brought here, so I don't really know the layout of the land, so to speak. But it very much sounds like you go through a door and you can end up anywhere in this place.
Yeah, we figured that out. I was hoping maybe you'd overheard somebody talking about a way to control it without being the master of the building.
Well, I do understand that there is some form of control room.
I have a feeling he won't send us there.
Probably not.
Have you ever heard somebody mention how they get to the control room? I mean, I'm sure his lackeys had to go there before, and they obviously aren't going to hold their tongue around a prisoner like you.
Well, from the whispers that I've heard, only he and his immediate family and his generals have access to it.
He's got generals. This is a great first of 12 Death Knights, by the way.
Second question about that. Do you know how to, by any chance, have you seen someone maybe communicate with someone that might have been in the control room, and is there some way that they communicate to each other in other parts of these areas? Or have you never seen somebody like go up to a wall and press a panel in and suddenly they can talk to someone somewhere else?
No walls or anything like that, but they do
He's
carry
very
around
interesting.
these little stones that they put up to their head, and then they're talking back and forth. But I only ever get to hear like one side of the conversation.
Sending stones.
Oh, so got sending stuff. Oh, that's good. That's good. We got to start searching bodies for those. Wow, you've been way more helpful than a prisoner should. You're really good at gathering information for being where you are.
Well, when you get stuck here for as long as I have, you hear things. And with any luck, if you deal with him, I can get out.
We'll come back for you if we manage that.
Sounds good. Try not to bring down the castle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we can manage to find a way, I will come back and get you free.
Well, thank you.
Because it's just, there's something messed up about imprisoning something older than my family lineage.
Just out of curiosity, I know that you said to the east and south are trapped. Do you know what's in those rooms?
Well, I know there's like some gargoyle things in the southern room, and then the room on the east is kind of a primping room where the ladies tend to just stand in front of a mirror.
Gotcha. So nothing we really need to deal with.
And to the west?
So the west is where people tend to don and doff their armor.
And that's perfectly safe?
Yes, that has been the one that was most recently walked through by the collection crew, and they tend to keep their options open.
Not that I don't trust them, but insight check. Oh, why am I rolling with advantage? Okay, 19.
He seems to be genuine.
Okay. I'm just gonna, with my shield up, I'm gonna take the Mace of Disruption and just kind of push the curtain to the side.
All right.
So I see the racks. Is there anything on them currently?
There is not. They are completely empty, including the armor kind of dummies.
And is that a door there?
There is.
Is it glowing blue?
It is not.
Okay. Well, I don't mean to be rude, but we do have a task to complete.
Oh, of course, of course. You have fun storming the castle.
I reached into the bag of colding and I toss him another piece of fruit.
Oh, yummy. And he kind of splashes up to catch it. And then as he does, he submerges, and it just kind of overflows by about 6 inches worth of water around it.
And I guess that puts the fire out.
No, so the brazier is actually up off the ground several feet.
Okay.
It's probably suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So I don't think we should go to those other rooms unless we absolutely have to.
He said if you enter, I just want to peek in the rooms. Not go anywhere in them. I just want to sort of peek at them and see what's in there.
Do we maybe want to send a familiar first?
I'm not actually crossing the threshold. I'm just looking.
Yep, so what you see in the room to the east, there is a large chest of drawers to the south, a kind of massive rug in the middle, and a mirror on the left.
Yeah.
Mir, can I...
In the Dragon Turtle's current reduced state, what is his technical size category?
He is still almost gargantuan, like he is filling up most of that tub, but it is very cramped for him.
You said there was a mirror basically across from Drow?
Yep, so just to the north. So if you scoot down
Okay.
here, yeah, there you go. You should be able to see it.
So, what do I see in the mirror?
Looks like a very standard mirror, just made entirely of very polished silver.
Huh. Interesting. And what's in this room if I peek?
2 standing gargoyle statues.
Statues.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. I'm curious about that mirror, but I don't want to enter the room because I know what'll happen.
Well, you don't know what'll happen until you go in, but you were warned.
Dancing lights. I want 4 little lights to dance around in front of the mirror
Okay.
from where I am.
They do so, and you get kind of a disco light show going off of the mirror.
And it's following, like there's nothing weird about their reflections.
Nope, not at all.
If I was a bard, I'd use minor illusion to play Sandstorm right now.
What about... This is some trying to figure out from a safe distance what's going on there.
Remember, he said the first living thing to enter
Yeah.
the room dies.
Yeah, well... 10-foot range.
What
It's
is it?
within 10 feet. Prestidigitation. You instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. I'm gonna dirty that mirror so bad it can't reflect the lights.
All right, you do so.
The entire mirror. I'm not going in. I just want to totally screw with his mirror so the next time he comes here, he has to polish it again.
All right.
It's one of the few ideas you've had that I approve of.
It is heavily tarnished.
It is 100% just to be a jerk.
For the next hour.
Oh yeah, it only lasts an hour. No, I don't know. Does it say that it? Because it can flavor food and make fires, but
Do you need your food flavored for more than an hour?
well, it can make fires. You start a fire with it. It's
If
only
you-
good for an
you-
hour. That'd make
if-
no sense.
Well, you start a fire, at which point the torch is lit. Anyway,
Yeah, fair.
So the
but then
soiling would last just indefinitely. It means like chill or warm flavor 1 cubic feet of non-material for an hour, making a color for an hour, creating a non-magical trinket for an hour.
that's what I thought.
Or no, that one
Okay.
lasts until your next turn. Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
So,
we
yeah.
all are we all cool with going out here?
Yeah, I'm fine going the other way. I just wanted to make his mirror so dirty that he's gonna have to spend some time polishing it, or pay some poor
And
send
he's still,
some poor schmuck.
so he's still submerged.
He is.
Okay, then I won't hear this.
All right. So, beating the door open, that chamber that you can see into is nicely decorated. Rugs intersperse the area of various different designs, likely coming from different parts of the world. Dim light glows in from either pathway down the room, where to your right you can make out the form of an organ, and further down likely a fireplace. The path to the left is a little more sparse. A small lantern sits atop a low table surrounded by 3 chairs, one of which is occupied by the same, yet again familiar, drow warrior you faced in the tunnels of Sarbreen.
Which organ?
My apologies. I'm just gonna pick up what's left at the door and just. I'm sorry. I just get excited.
I want to look at the weapons and armors on the racks.
There are none.
Oh, okay, so that's a lie on the image that you're showing us.
That is correct.
Okay.
I don't have that map yet.
Yep. Not shared yet. Where are you? Because you're in the front.
Halberd of Warning? That's not good.
Oh, that's
Just
just
pops
got
up.
I click someone.
Yeah, it's just my turn. I just put that there so that whenever I look at my name, I see the warning Halberg and remember that it's equipped so I can yell at him if I get ambushed.
God, I hit that door so hard we came from the north.
I mean, does direction really matter when you're messing with teleports and portals?
Not particularly. All right, that should give you guys some room to look. And then our...
So over here.
Am I only supposed to see the corner of the room?
Probably not.
It's dimly lit, so we can see just fine.
Let me delete some
Step
tokens real
forward
quick.
and see if I can see more. I think I've got the wall blocking me that way. Yeah, I do.
And that gives us a bit more space, so... Navara.
There we go.
And...
I
That's
can't
not
see.
at all what I saw before.
I can't see either.
You should be
Yeah,
able
because
to.
you're in the very back. There's a wall next to Nivara and Kaizen that's blocking the vision of most of the other rooms.
Oh, okay. And so where's the future Mr. Draho?
Un momento. Boop.
I'm just saying, I was looking at the images, and I saw her image is still there, which is under Natasha, not Natalia, so I'm assuming that is her name. And at some point you put it wrong as Natalia.
Probably.
She looks real unhappy.
It's Elena now.
She just her picture, she just doesn't look happy.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Doesn't mean it's her room.
I'm gonna see this woman there. I'm gonna pick up Draho by his collar and Kibble. I'm gonna switch their places. I'm just gonna give Draho a bit of a nudge. Yep.
Draho's very confused.
So she takes notice of your entrance, but doesn't seem to make a move to stand, and she looks very relaxed. Greetings, brave warriors. I've but a few scant chairs here, but will you please come join me?
Yeah, Draho will. No
I'll
sense
sit-
not being civil with someone you're about to fight to the death.
I'll stand.
Okay. Anyone else moving forward?
I'm pretty sure Kibble's not going closer than he has to. If I'm being honest, I don't think Kibble wants to get too close.
But that's his auntie.
It's good to see you all once again. I must apologize for my actions within the depths of the Dwarven ruins. Father's goals must be met to ensure our safety.
Just so we're clear, too, is she ever breaking eye contact with Draho?
She is not.
Thought so.
Draho's going to stare back defiantly, thinking this is some sort of contest.
Thank you all for coming.
You're very welcome. Wow.
There's no accounting for taste.
Ark's just gonna keep looking between the two of them. Amused.
Okay.
I'm sure she can pick this up on her peripheral. She's an elf, but at the same time, it's just like, I want to see where this goes.
Yeah. So, what have you been up to, aside from absconding into my father's domain?
Well, after you sent us to that room, which I guess I should thank you for, so
Oh, yes,
Draho will
thank you.
stand,
You
Draho
see
will
this
stand
kind of-
up and take a proper bow.
You see this momentary confused look on her face, and then she goes back to being the kind of statuesque that she was looking at.
Yeah, so Draho's going to stand up and make a bow
Oh, there's no
in a
need
very
for that here.
courtly manner because that was something respectable.
So,
Wait a minute. Draho chased this woman for a long time, and he knows his nemesis. Can I make an insight to see if this is perhaps a twin sister?
go for it.
I got a feeling this is a twin sister. 24.
So, she looks exactly the same, but you are getting dubious vibes off of her.
I'm going to, because we know, make sure, Natalia or Natasha, what was the name of the one that was interested in me?
I'm sure you can call her whatever you want.
As far as you know, that was Natasha.
Natasha. I'm going to say, thank you,
actually,
Natasha.
More specifically, you never actually got her name, other than...
The note, she signed the note, didn't she?
No, she didn't. The note was just labeled for Natasha's note.
Oh.
Did it have her perfume on it?
That it would have.
Does this smell like that?
The room is very similar, yes.
Okay.
So... Yeah, I'm going to say, so, Natasha,
Come here often?
why were you in Sabrine?
Well, father's goals, of course.
Huh. And was your either of your sisters there?
No, they have been here.
They have been here. Interesting. Both
And
Eloise and the other one whose name I missed?
oh, Elena, yes.
Elena.
And she kind of gestures towards the short table that's in front of you guys. And as she does that, you notice that there's a teapot with cups and sugar and milk that were not there when you first entered. Would you care
Dibble's
for
gonna get to serving.
refreshment?
That's his job.
I'm gonna insight check this.
Got a strong feeling that she's got a twin, and now I don't know which one's the one that I chased in the tunnels.
You're missing the point. Twins.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna come out. Draho's gonna drop the facade. So if you're the one that I chased in Sabrine, why was your sister the one that was helping us?
Of course she wasn't the one helping you. I was.
Huh? I'm confused. You're gonna have to break this down for me now.
Well, you received my note, didn't you?
Yeah, but I thought that came from the other sister.
No? Why?
Oh, the other sister thinks you're hot too.
Is that what you're drawing from this?
It's clearly what she thought.
Yeah, yeah, so about the note, I take it you can get into the control room for this place and send us where we need to go to get this staff from your mother?
Normally I can, but whenever Father has visitors such as yourselves, only he is able to get in.
Huh. Do you know any other ways you might be able to get us there?
Well, to the control room itself? No. Is there a particular place you're trying to go?
Well,
Draho,
ideally,
can I speak to you for a second?
yeah, what's up?
Out of character, your pants.
I'm gonna just kind of pull him over to the side for a second.
Yep.
If only her father can get to the control room, who sent us to the broom closet?
Ooh, that's terrifying. It's a terrifying thought. Yeah.
I think she's lying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I got a feeling she wasn't the one in Sabrine either.
And I'm just gonna pat him on the head. There you go.
He'll get there eventually. Draho's not dumb. He's just not
There you
street
go.
smart. So I'm gonna lean back. Huh. So if you, Eloise, and your sister Elena, you said, correct? The other one that we met in the other room?
Correct.
Yeah. If you guys can't get into the control room, how do you get around this place when he has visitors?
Well, we are still able to walk through the doors, but none of them go to the control room.
So you can decide where you want to go, just not to the control room.
Correct.
And can you possibly set a door to take us where we want to go?
Oh, of course. Where do you want to go?
Ideally, I would like to go wherever your mother was so I can resolve the issues of the note you wrote.
Oh, of course. She is likely in the divination chamber at this point.
Excellent. I'm horrible with remembering notes. I got it filed somewhere. Could you repeat the note to me word for word
Well, that would
so
be
I know what you wrote me?
somewhat unseemly with your friends here.
No. Yeah, why don't you whisper it to me then so that I know what you wrote, because I'm really bad with remembering words. Letters was never my strong suit in school. And I'm willing to say that Drogoth's really good at acting like an idiot.
Okay.
Acting?
Acting? Yeah.
Look, he was never good as a student. Okay, there's a reason he's an arcane archer and not a wizard.
Although he's a wizard now.
Yeah, not by choice. And not by merit either.
Definitely not by merit. He blundered into that.
Yeah, I want to know what she says the note said.
Okay. So she leans in next to you. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to do an insight check to see if I'm picking up what Drogoth's putting down. Ooh, 21.
Wisdom?
Yep.
And 21.
Here's hoping. Oof.
+3.
6. +3, 9.
Okay.
Rube.
Shut up, bro.
At this point, I will have switched to the... well, I would have put the shield away. So, there's that.
So yeah, what happens because of that?
That is in your Discord. As she whispers to you.
Wow. Really?
Did you just get mind controlled?
Oh, what a...
Do any of us notice that she cast a spell?
Go ahead and give me Arcana.
Yeah, you can't just say...
I mean, I
know for a fact
I wouldn't be able to identify the spell, but I noticed that it happened.
I want to say, by the way, that spell, believe it has verbal components, which means you have to speak arcane language to cast it before you can say it.
She just
Sometimes.
whispered to you.
So,
Or
doesn't
she's a
matter if she
sorcerer.
whispered to me, she'd still have to blah, 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 blah.
If she's a sorcerer, or
Well, even
otherwise
then,
has meta
it
magic,
involves... I'm going to look it up. I'm pretty sure it involves...
It does have verbal and somatic.
you
Yeah,
can
As a standard
bypass
spell.
the verbal component as a sorcerer
Correct.
with meta
Yeah,
magic.
but not the somatic. You've got to wiggle your hands all arcane-like.
If you spend enough sorcery points, you can suppress both.
Also accurate.
I'm going with
So-
10, but also, like, I'm just rolling to see if I notice that she's casting magic, not identify the spell.
So as she leaned in, you would have noticed her kind of wiggling her hand over Drogoth's chest armor. And Naivara, with that roll, you definitely understand that it was a spell of some sort.
Can I attempt a counter spell?
Go for it.
I'm assuming it's higher than a level 5.
It is.
So that means I need to make an Arcana
Mm-hmm.
to do that, correct?
Correct.
You roll it plus your casting plus proficiency.
Or is, yeah.
So there's no proficiency to it unless you're a bard or a rogue that has the bonus to it.
Okay, so
Okay.
you just roll it plus
So it's-
charisma.
No, it's a straight D20.
Okay, so it's 10 plus the spell's level DC.
you don't manage to do this, I think I know a way this can backfire on her, given Drogoth's Drogo-ness.
Don't you have Indomitable?
Don't I?
You
do?
should. You're a fighter.
I do. Let me see if I can Indomitable this. I completely forgot that's a thing I do now, because there's so few things fighters do.
Why am I so much smarter than you at this?
Because I've never had to use it.
It's Drogo.
Basically,
Yeah,
it
let's
lets you
try-
reroll a saving throw.
All right,
Yeah,
so
let's try Indomitable.
see
first.
if you can manage to not fail.
With a +2 to wisdom, good luck. So that's add 3, that's a 14. Probably still not enough.
Would my
Yeah.
would my barbarian sense be tingling?
There's magic all around you, so that would be going off almost entirely this entire trip.
It's tingly, so no, it's.
Three.
All right, so I'm assuming he still fails.
Correct.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay. Attempt to counterspell.
Well,
Nope.
Nope, unfortunately not.
It's okay because the way you worded that, what she told me, I can screw up enough that people catch on.
I mean,
Because I am.
I mean, you don't need us to catch on. We already know.
well, you already know. You didn't share with the rest of the class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now that I failed to counterspell, I'm like,
Well,
okay. Would you like to share with the rest of the class the spell you just cast?
At that point, I see you like counterspell requires semantic components, right?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay, because at that point, if
Just
you're
semantic, yes.
if you're
Yeah.
not, well, then if you're
Which
not
is
being
why it
so-
often is just done with the wave of a hand.
right. Okay. Well, now I'm suspicious because
Yeah.
you wouldn't have done that unless something's up.
All right. So I'm going to say again. Would you like to share with the rest of the class?
Well, a woman never likes to give away her love secrets.
Here's the thing. The way she said that, and being who Drow is, your exact wording was the way you put it. Drawho's about to be real offended. Like, extremely offended by what was just said to him. Offended enough to start a fight with a Drow.
So you can drop the spell now, or I can blast you in the face.
I pick up the maul and stand right next to her.
She stands up and says, "As you wish," and begins intoning some form of spell.
Okay, that counts as a surprise round, so I'm going to roll initiative and smack her.
All
Yeah,
right.
her exact words were, "You are now under dominate person spell." She tells you that heard exactly what you want to hear. What Drawho wanted to hear, and what he wanted her to tell him, and what he wanted to hear are two different things. He wanted her to tell him what the note said. He wanted to hear something to justify his suspicion that she wasn't really her. So he heard a bunch of really racist, insulting stuff about his people, his family, and particularly Myth Draenor.
Are you saying you don't want to be dominated by this woman?
All the domination is I heard what I want to hear, not what I asked her to tell me.
Yep, I'm
So
good with that.
I'm ready to fight.
Okay.
So
Well,
everybody roll initiative.
So 21. Oh, no, sorry. 19.
19. Okay.
Yes.
We need to get you out of chat. You're not allowed in here anymore.
Is Kimura Stewie trolling you?
Always.
Yeah, read it.
Oh, I don't have Twitch up at the moment.
Oh, clerics at the bottom of the initiative stack again.
I haven't rolled yet. There's hope. Art, roll
Yes.
a d20.
Oh, yes.
Me.
17.
Initiative.
You said 17-1-7?
Yes.
Sexy.
Okay, that's a horrible initiative.
It's okay. We
Alright,
kind of
so-
want you going later.
So how are
Wow,
we
that isn't
trolling
horrible compared to
Drow?
everyone else.
So Kai, what was it?
Oh.
There we go. All right. Are you rolling for kibble?
Oh yeah, I forgot to roll kibbles. I've got to do that nowadays. Yes.
All right.
Oh, look. I'm conveniently right where I need to be. Okay.
Top of the round, she ended up with a 24.
Yeah.
She completes her spell and vanishes.
I believe the only door out was the door that we came in.
We haven't explored this whole space yet.
Yeah, I have. I walked around the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Drawho's fuming right now. He is about to pick up the chair and just start smashing it against the table and cursing in all the languages he knows.
Is that the only thing you smash?
Well,
Like-
since Natasha's not here.
He is currently going through Common, Draconic, Elven, Giant, Crawl, and Sylvan.
A giant, I understand.
So, Misaki, with your passive perception, you would notice a secret door there.
Kibble.
Secret tunnel.
Kibble.
Yep.
There's a passage here.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
All right.
Might as well see what's down in the rest of this area. Anything?
There is a door to the
Okay,
south.
it just loops around.
Correct.
Gotcha. So there is a door here. There's this desk. I definitely want to see if there's any notes in the desk.
I didn't see the door down south.
I'm sure there's plenty of
Walk
notes on
around.
the organ.
So the desk
That's
has
a horrible joke.
blank papers
Thank
and writing quills. Most of the things in here look very unused.
What
No.
kind of paper is that? Is that high quality paper or
No, it is more like basic book writing paper.
Well, I'm going to take I assume there's an ink pot and quill.
Yes.
I'm going to write just a lot of really offensive things about Drow, and in particular this Drow family,
So as you dip the
and
quill,
Elven all over it
into the
like
ink.
fine print.
it thunks, and you look into it. The ink is dried into one large splotch.
Really?
Correct.
Prestidigitation. I can make it liquidy again. I believe that's the thing you can do with that. Let me double check.
I mean, I don't think it explicitly states that, but
So now that we have that, we're going to... Is there a way to disable that?
No, it was just cleaner soil. Okay.
There we go.
Must have been thinking of Druid craft.
she's got a panic room. So what's all this then?
So you find what looks to be the bedroom portion of this room. A small bed, just small enough to fit an elf. An additional tea set, much like the one that she pulled out, is sitting to the off on the nightstand next to it. Armoire across from it, and a door that seems to be slightly open down at the bottom, where you can see stairs leading below.
Wait, so where did everybody go? I can't see anything.
Did anyone check the tea set? Can someone check the tea set to see if it's magical?
Kibble was the one that served tea to us, so he would have told us.
There, that should give you guys full room.
Yeah, that would be appreciated.
Yeah.
Strawho, like, if that ink isn't working, I'm going to search the desk for more ink. It isn't Olden.
You don't have ink with you?
I do, but I don't want to waste my good ink on this crap.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
Strawho
give it
only
to you.
uses
You're able
Strawho
to
only
find some
uses
additional ink.
spell-worthy equipment. So I do find some ink.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just in clean Elven, very fine print. I'm just going to write as many disparaging things about this family and Drow in general, and Menzo Berenzin, and everything. Just
He's
both
writing
sides of every sheet.
He's writing an angry note, but he's bothering to go through the trouble of doing it like with calligraphy.
Hey, Draho, I just want to point out that Drow don't necessarily know Elven.
Yeah, because they're an inferior species that should be wiped from this planet.
Make sure to include that in your letter.
It's there 4 times.
Does the bed look like it's been used?
It does not.
How about the tea set?
Likewise, slightly covered in dust.
Yeah. Then when I'm done, I'm going to look at this suit of armor, because that looks interesting.
Actually, I'm going to look at the suit of armor while you're writing your letter.
So the armor itself, nothing super impeccable. Looks like it is there for decoration more than anything else.
Nice. I'm going to put ink all over it, too. Write
All right.
offensive stuff on it in Elven.
Soil.
I'm telling you, yeah, soil it, too. Good thinking. I'm going to soil it up till it's so dirty it doesn't shine.
All right.
I want the next time a group of adventurers come in this place to think that some insane, hateful elf was in here just terrorizing Drow.
So you want them to know what exactly happened?
Like, there's got to be so many questions when somebody comes in. What's that say? Who reads Elven? I read Elven. That's not appropriate for conversation.
I'm just imagining Drawho like really regressing for a moment and just like graffiti tagging everything in the room.
Pretty much at this point. And you know, what's this fireplace? What's he got on it?
The mantle itself looks like it has a bowl, a plate, several bits of silverware, some smaller kind of portion cups, all of which tinged with some dust.
I'm gonna steal the silverware and dirty all the plates.
All right.
Right. And you said
I'm gonna dirty the rug, all the rugs.
Okay.
I'm gonna soil the piano.
You do make note that the 2 rugs that are on the south portion are of elven make.
Oh, no, we're gonna roll those up and take those with us.
All right.
Those I'll actually clean and then roll up and take with us.
Sounds
Anything under the bed?
There is not. Dust bunnies, really. Misaki, though, you would take note that the linens for the bed and the rug that are in there are of Karatoran make.
What about the tea set?
Likewise.
Okay,
Looks
and
to
you
be
said-
somewhat made of like a jade material, stylized as boars.
Yeah, but I'm not going to steal someone's stuff.
What's
But
that organ have on it?
Right, you have to kill them
Keys
and then loot it
and
off
dust.
them.
Okay. Does the organ function?
What,
Not anymore?
What key
I'm
are
guessing
you
not
pressing?
anymore.
I'm gonna have Kibble come over because he's the musician and ask him to inspect the organ.
He seems to be looking around after taking some instruction from Misaki.
Kibble, forget whatever they told you to do. We've got important stuff over here. Tell me if this organ's functional and what's up with it.
I will go ahead and test it out since I am kind of sort of a bard now.
All right. What key are you playing?
We'll go with a middle C.
All right. It intones out, but it does sound like it is off key.
It's not very well tuned,
Correct.
but it'll play.
Is there something in the pipe?
That's my question. I'm gonna ask Kibble to check it to make sure it's not rigged with anything, and then I'm
okay.
gonna tear it
Well,
apart.
let me try another key. Just see if that one also is off.
Also the same.
I'm sorry, but elves have more time in the day than we do, and they don't maintain their stuff. What's up with this?
No, an elf would maintain this organ. It would never fall out of tune. This is dirty drow housing right here.
You said that you said that the to the south there's a staircase.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tap out one of those songs that our bard friend made up about how much of a fool Drawho is, just to test out the organ.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hey, staircase.
1 minute. I am going to smash up the organ real good.
I come over, give it 2 good hits. There, let's go.
All right. I'm gonna soil it up real good too, and then I'll go.
You're soiling up the wreckage.
Yep. Step into this room, soil everything, continue on my way.
Okay. And down we go.
This whole place is just filthy and destroyed and hateful rhetoric all over the place.
Okay. So heading down the stairs.
Reminds me of my coming of age party.
As you're getting close to the stairs, you do hear a commotion of noise, the sound of like metal tramping on stone that can be heard kind of coming from the northern and southern corridors.
Reinforcements, go. I'm gonna close the secret passageway behind us.
I was gonna say, does that door close and lock?
It does, from that particular side.
So
Okay.
close and lock the door once everyone's through.
But
Whichever one
before
is.
I go through, I'm going to, once again with prestidigitation, this will last up to an hour. I'm going to leave a mark or symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour, a giant middle finger right on the back end of the door, and then close it behind us.
Alrighty.
Universal greeting of Brooklyn.
So for the next hour, there'll be a big glowing middle finger on that door to anyone that enters that room that I've destroyed.
So exiting down the stairs brings you down a few flights and results in a small rectangular room of really a nondescript nature. Aside from the fact that the stone on the floor is different from what you've seen in your trials here thus far. The only other major item of note is a 15-foot tall set of wooden arched doors at the end of the room. Now, that should be on.
I think I know this puzzle. That I can't see anymore.
And then it disappears on you.
Okay.
You had a brief moment of insight, and now it's gone.
Okay. I open the doors.
So, as you step forward, you hear a soft click underneath your foot.
Ah, crap.
Then the softest grinding of stone on stone that you think you've heard in your life passes kind of above your head. A square half-foot hole opens in the ceiling and drops out a very small creature. You'll notice that when the creature hit the floor, it didn't sound like a normal flesh and blood, but more like someone dropped sticks to the ground. Oh, hello. My name is Harlequin. I'm with the cleaning crew. Nothing looks dirty here. How can I help you? And what it looks like is almost a doll that's wearing a dirty brown potato sack of a robe, and it's holding a short broom and a dustpan.
And one day he'll be a real boy.
One day.
Give him a sock.
I hate that I know that reference.
I love that I know that reference. Yes. We're
The least threatening thing leaves us the most confused.
we're actually
So Kaizen cleaned. Who's the most dirty among you? Okay.
Right now, it would probably still... No, Kaizen did clean, you're right.
Mhm.
So,
no, it's probably me with all the blood splatter and barbarians.
yeah.
Or it'd be Ark, and then after that, it'd be a toss-up between myself and maybe Drawho.
So,
I'm the one in the immediate vicinity, though. So
So you see him kind of scan between all of you, and then he looks up at Ark, and oh no, that will not do. And pulls out a brush and starts just kind of brushing away all of the stuff on you. Oh, I'm
I
going to need
start
more
to-
soap for this. Oh my gosh.
when he looks at me, I start to instinctively just draw my claw, and then when he starts cleaning me, I'm like, oh.
Even as you take your claw back, there's like no reaction or fear from him. He just seems very distraught in how dirty you are.
I mean, we could do this quick. Draho, could you?
Do what?
You did it with the water.
No, I'm very specifically right now, I've got my own thing going on. I'm trying to find more drow stuff.
I just
The
don't want
soil.
him. I just don't want him to waste all this time.
I mean, I would be happy to sit and get groomed.
Grab the,
That's what the help is there for.
grabs his wrist.
What's that for? I'm just saying I want to skip in line. You can, I can go before you.
Or you can just reduce the time it takes him to clean me, and then it's your turn.
Why would I help the help? Then they don't earn their pay.
I hold up my one arm here and just
I will start prestidigitation cleaning him.
And as you do that, you see Harlequin look over at you and go, "Oh no, I'm not going fast enough." And he kind of grunts and squeezes down just a little bit. And then, poof, a second one of him appears. And both of them begin brushing you.
Oh no. Oh no, it's Mr. Me Speaks.
Now, just remember, Dourgothoth said he's not helping them because if you help the help, they don't earn their pay. Now look what's happening. He thinks he's not going to earn his pay, so he's doubling himself.
But now you have two people pampering you.
Don't try and step into Dourgothoth's world and think you understand the help better than him. Okay? Dourgothoth knows how the peasantry need to be treated.
Hey, so how do we get through this door?
Oh,
is this open?
Yes, it opens direct up. It will most likely lead you into the warding caves, and from there are a variety of places that can go.
Sorry, the what?
The warding caves.
What are the warding caves?
They're caves that the master has warded.
What's he warded them against?
How did he ward them exactly?
A variety of traps and creatures and guards and things like that. But it is very clean, I promise, very clean.
I'm sure it is. You're very good at your job.
Oh, thank you. And as you say that, you see him kind of have like a little confident moment, and the second version of him pops back into himself.
That's actually kind of a cool trick that you can do there.
Oh, well, thank you. I try my best to make sure that everything stays clean.
Well, don't go upstairs then, because you're in for a bad time.
Oh, it's not clean up there? And he shifts and pops out into a second one, and that second one goes running up the stairs.
You're going to want a third or fourth.
You might need a few.
Pop. And about six more.
It just needs dusted.
And you see about six more go trotting up the stairs.
Oh.
Well,
now I feel bad.
You should. Petulant child.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm very carefully as to not splinter the door. Because then I'll have to clean that up too. Open the door.
Okay.
Oh, man. Poor little guy. He's going to be busy all day cleaning up Dourgothoth's grudge.
So are those staircases?
They are.
Okay. Then I do not know the spelling.
I'm going to produce the cooking pot
Okay.
and have the little man clean the cooking pot.
He does so, with vigor.
And then I'll return the cooking pot to Ark.
Back in the bag.
This is the most pristine cooking pot that you think you have ever owned.
Wait,
Cleaner than brand new.
light bulb. Dourgothoth.
Huh.
I have an idea.
I don't like the idea of
No.
having ideas.
Just make a mess in the room there. Using
What
the
room?
spell. This room over here that I just opened up.
Okay, I will
Like
soil up the ground.
Okay. You see him look over at it and immediately run over with the broom and dustpan and begin cleaning it up.
Why are we giving this poor little thing a panic attack?
So we can trigger the. I'm going to go over to Navarro and whisper, so we can trigger the traps.
I really didn't want to give him a panic attack. I just didn't want to make Kibble clean up the pot that I bathed in.
Oh no! I was talking about Dourgothoth just like messing up the dude's nice clean floor for no reason.
I'm doing it because I'm within wrist grabbing distance of Ark.
When he anger ejaculated all over that nice room upstairs.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know this poor guy was gonna have to clean it up.
That's true. Dourgothoth didn't either. I wouldn't have done it.
Did anything happen?
You have purposely made the help's job worse. through
I
your
mean, it's not the
inattention and
first
disrespect.
time, but
Hey,
it's the
man.
first time I did it without intending to.
Hey, the man.
No, yeah, that's a totally fair. That's fair. Draho is going
What is
to.
that A? What is that A?
That's Harlequin.
Okay.
Let's see. Where's
Just for
my-
reference.
Did I get stuck like halfway inside of a wall?
Yeah, if you go through a wall, it will stop the movement.
Okay.
I'm going to give this little dude. Let's see. What do I have on my sheet?
So there's stairs and there's doors apparently.
No doors here, no. Just the stairwells up. And walls that are kind of in between them.
Okay.
So specifically,
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
the
you
way
see
this
is
thing
a
handles
long
shadows
kind
is
of-
weird.
yeah, sometimes. So it opens up into kind of a long corridor with 5 sets of stairs and a pervasive darkness, which you guys have become accustomed to here.
Massive disruption.
Okay.
Torchlight.
I mean, if you want, like I said, I still have dancing lights. I have 4 little lights that can go within 30 feet of me
And
wherever I
I
want.
still have 2 torches of ever burning.
I'm just saying it's a cantrip, so like at any point I can provide light where you need it. I am going to walk up to the little guy and say, for the room upstairs, and if you can take care of my person, and I'm going to hand him an electum piece.
Okay. Which person?
Me, if you can clean up the armor, the cloak, the helmet that won't come off my head.
Oh, yes,
the
yes,
hat
of course,
I
sir.
keep. The hat I keep in the back here.
And he starts just kind of going all around you, cleaning you off.
As clean as he got that pot, I should look like I should look noble again when this is done.
Yep, eventually. It'll take him a few minutes to get it done, though.
Fair.
Draho, did you polish your face?
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know. Whatever he
So,
did to make me
Navara,
king
as
again.
you get up to there,
Okay.
everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, was what I was afraid of. 20. Oh, actually, okay. No, I can work with this. Okay, so we did much better than last time. Where were all these rolls a minute ago?
All right. Bonus, Navara, you're starting off the top of the round. So as you walk up the stairs, you see that you are flanked by a pair of drow.
I warned you.
All right. I'm gonna yell out, "We've got company," and then fire the Gatling gun.
All right.
Taka, 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 taka.
All right. So I'm more afraid of the priestess. So let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a hit. Let's get this over just a smidge so I can see a bit better. For 8, hit, another 8.
Oh.
Miss on the
Alright.
14, which is a 1 automatic fail.
Bonus action.
23 is a hit. 9 more damage. 21 is a hit. Another 12 damage. And final bolt. 23 is a hit. For another 14 damage. Any additional
Alright.
movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Retreat.
back up.
All right. And back to combat tracker. Brings us to Kibble.
Yeah, well, he's way back there, so.
Hold action.
You said these stairways are going up.
Correct.
Gonna move down to here. Oh, wait, no, we can see this team leader, right? From the doorway where we are?
Yep.
Okay, then yeah, he's gonna move up here against this wall. And he's going to hold his action to shoot that Drow team leader whenever somebody else gets close.
Okay. All right, brings us to Tactical Assassin. Number 1.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, but I got something for it this time.
Scoot to there.
Somebody was smart and picked up Fairy Fire.
Yay.
All right, where is the attack? There it is. So you see him whip out a pair of crossbows, fire off, miss the first one, miss the second one, and then retreats. Misaki.
I see arrows whiz by my head to the point that I can like tell they're not aimed at me. I'm like, really? Masaki.
Your mic
is
on?
your new-
It is. Sorry. I've been muting it so we don't get double talk.
Ah, sure, not a problem.
But it sounds more defined that way.
Well, I think Kai's unmuted his, possibly. Five, 10. What do I see? Oh, fuckery.
Of the best kind.
Yeah. I'm gonna step back to here. 10. And that whole corridor is going to be on fire.
Okay.
Left to right.
Oh, beautiful. And make it face the other way because they've got to have more people.
Yeah, we're going to make it face the other way. You want to go ahead and click on them so I can roll the saves?
Yep, momentarily.
All right.
So let's see. Ta-da. 1 foot thick. There we go.
And you'll have to grab the one that I can't see when I backed up. It won't let me select it.
That is because he is behind a wall, so will not be affected.
It's a wall of fire.
Yes, but he is behind a stone wall.
Just the three in the col. I was talking about the three in front of me.
Yep, you've got all 3 of those collected.
Okay.
I see. So they're like, there's tiers. Got it.
Yep.
Yes. The it tears
But
us up.
you made it harder for them to approach us, so that's good.
Yep.
All right, roll your damage.
Hopefully that failed was the one that's already been hit by magic.
No, it's not. It's not. But to be fair, the damage might be enough to take that priestess out. So
Alrighty. Good chunk of damage.
Yep. And I still have some movement left.
That you do.
Like half of it.
So where to? Up there?
Yep,
Alright.
I can hold my concentration and put meat between me and them.
Okay. Brings us to the Drow commander who will hold action. Priestess.
Actually, they're just gonna take the fire.
Yeah.
Scoot down there.
Oh, that's Drow Tactical Team Leader. Never mind.
Yeah, that was gonna be a little more hardy.
$85. Sweet. NPC.
Did it just heal itself?
Nope.
I sometimes being rolled.
You did. Where did that go?
What did it do?
Popped in a Yoklo.
Oh, what now?
A handmaiden.
Yep, summoned a demon.
Oh.
Oh, I remember that thing.
Yeah, it turns into like mist and is all annoying and stuff.
Yeah, it tries to suffocate you.
Does miss with its attack, but hits two of them. Misses with the second. Alright. Ark, you are up.
Rage, you make a rage trace. Also, I'm right next to someone.
Yep.
Kibble.
Let's see. We want Big Bear Rage. Big Bear Rage enabled.
Okay. So that. Shield and Mace of Disruption. Because this is a fiend.
Okay.
So, let me just, boom. And a reckless, please.
Alright.
Natural freaking 20
Very nice.
on my Vox Machina die. Okay. So, once again, the crit of doom here. Ooh. That is a lot of 5s and 6s.
Okay.
So hang on a second.
And call it out by type as well.
I figured. I know, lots of math.
Just gets me every time. Everybody always has complicated math or, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then it comes to me and it's like, well, I can shoot the bow.
48 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
5 fire damage.
All right.
And attacks against it have advantage.
Okay, that is set.
Oh, hey, it might survive this round. And you know what? I'm gonna push it.
Okay. Which
5 feet.
direction?
Just immediately to the left.
All
That
right.
way it can't hit anyone but me.
Okay.
And 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
They
That's
have
not the best
Kaizen
game.
going before me.
I know, right? We're in the upside down. 17 bludgeoning damage, 5 fire damage.
Alrighty, that is set. You have taken a sizable chunk into damage with him, and you see a couple of its like squiggly forms are misshapen from the dents that you have put in.
Got it.
Any additional movement?
I am good where I am.
All right. Kai, you are up.
I was gonna move out of his way so he could get up here, but I
You can
didn't
move
think
through
he'd
party
be
members.
before me. I know, but I didn't think he'd go before me.
Let's go, Crusader's Mantle.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. No. Take back all that damage because I was using the Mace of Disruption. Take it all back. So the first one was a crit. But that means... I'm sorry. I am very sorry about this.
This is why we let the computer do it, because the computer does it properly.
Shush.
Alrighty, damage removed. Kai, you removed.
Okay, so the crit is 15 bludgeoning damage. Uh, 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
And just the regular hit is 11 bludgeoning damage, 7 radiant, and 25, which I don't think it's under, so.
It is not, as that is moderately less.
My apologies.
That's okay. Alrighty. Kai, where are you going?
Nummy.
So that is a wall in front of you.
You could get up to the Drow tactical team leader, who is Kibble is waiting to shoot.
Okay. So how I'm not understanding what I'm seeing.
Stairs.
How do I get to the lady?
So there, the little stairs, there are 5 of them. One of the drow is standing on them. The tactical team leader is standing ahead, which you can actually poke currently. And then the kind of thin walled slits here in the middle, those are actually walls. So if you see that kind of black streak behind it, that means it's a wall.
Okay, yeah, see, with the shadowing, I can't make that out at all.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. I understand. So then, yeah, I am where I need to be officially.
All right. Pokey poke poke.
You got ugly over there?
I got ugly over here.
I look at the Drow tactical leader. I'm like, last chance to quit.
You see it kind of look around while it's immersed in the wall of fire, and it tosses its blade down on the ground. Looks like it's going to turn back.
Insight check.
That worked?
I mean, we have the tactical advantage at the moment.
Very much so.
Oh, man. See, now here's the problem. Drow doesn't want to leave a single drow alive right now.
15.
I mean,
you get the feeling that it's genuine and does not want to die on a wall of fire.
Right on. Then I'll stab the yokel.
Okay.
Because unfortunately for the priestess, she didn't put down her weapon.
She figured she was going to have some tactical backing.
And she's about to lose her tactical backing.
You know, you would figure that we've gotten all the way through here and we haven't lost a party member. They would think about some of this shit before they started shit.
Not for lack of trying, we haven't lost a party member.
I mean,
We've come
my
close
next
a
line
couple
was,
times.
"You don't even have a name tag. What are you doing here?"
Let me speak to your manager.
No, right now I want every drow in existence to die. Drow is still
Hey,
filled with rage.
To be fair, the commander might come up and go coward and stab him in the stomach.
That is a
We can
hit.
only hope. We can only hope he gets commissaried.
Ace of 15.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's my...
No, that's just the radiant damage I get from my mantle.
Ah, yeah.
It's 2d4 now.
And another 10 on top of that with a smite.
Or
Nice.
19, another 8. Another 13.
Very nice.
And Crusader's Mantle was your bonus action, I do believe.
yep.
Or
Yep.
is that actually an action spell?
It was an action spell until I quickened it.
Ah, okay. There we go. Any final movement?
No, I think I'm where I need to be.
All right. Brings
Coffee
us to-
sorted. I had coffee sorted in.
Yep. Draho.
Drow.
You can see this thing.
Yeah. Can I shoot it from where I am?
Sure.
Yeah. Your bottom
Okay,
right
then
corner
that's-
touches its bottom right corner without a line of sight issue.
You could
Okay.
also take out the priestess.
Yeah, but I'd have to move forward.
No.
I can't, like, visually right now.
Oh,
I can't.
I'm looking through my eyes.
Yeah. Visually, I can't see anything except the leader and the yokel.
Well, push Kaizen aside and move over.
Well, the reason I said I wanted to move for Kaizen was so that he could get in front of me.
Move, shoot, move back.
Yeah, that's fair. I can step over here. I just thought about. I don't know why. For a second, I forgot that I can move after I take an action.
You are not thinking like an archer.
No, I think the
No, he's
Drow
just not
rage has
thinking like
become.
somebody who plays 5th Ed.
Yeah, I think the Drow rage is becoming real rage at the imaginary Drow insults.
Hey, rage is my thing. Slow your roll.
Hey, there's nothing stopping him from multiclassing into barbarian.
His
There's a
low
lot
strength
stopping me.
score-
The fact that I've already got enough stuff to manage with my multiple screw ups.
Actually, his negative strength score is what's keeping him from doing that.
That is true.
Can't they use Dex?
No, that's fighters.
Not multi-class. Let's see. I'm going to shoot the Drow Priestess of Lolth too.
All right.
Make sure I'm targeted on it.
You are?
This is a sharpshooter shot.
Yep.
That is a hit with a 26.
I love how you waited till it was clearly a 19 before saying yes.
Well, no, I have it set up separately where
I know.
it matches it right.
Yeah.
Bam!
22. And it goes down.
He had 4 hit points left. That is beautiful.
And I want that one to strike right in the dead center of the throat.
You,
Question.
as it hits that throat, it reaches up and then kind of slumps against the wall and slowly falls to the floor.
Is the Yakel still there?
It is. Once summoned, they are
Darn.
summoned.
Darn.
Yeah, it's not a concentration, unfortunately.
Well, that's one
Or it
shot.
was cast by someone else.
That's one shot.
Yep. But this guy's retreating. I don't want to attack him in the back because it might encourage him to stay and fight. And as much as I want to kill every drow,
You can choose the Yakel.
yeah, I'll do my last 2 attacks on him.
Okay.
Try again.
Wow.
10 and 9.
Well, that's
both are misses.
okay.
Yep.
That's okay. I did what I needed to do, and then duck back here
All right.
behind my Kaizen.
Brings us to
And
Priestess
that little
Wolf
guy,
one.
I assume he's going to continue cleaning me. So during combat, I'm going to continue getting clean.
I think he
will.
went with you as you moved.
Yeah. Wow. Priestess Yllica 1 just pieced out.
It's obeying his tactical commander. Sorry, tactical team leader.
All right, that one escapes off the map. Tactical
Did it
assassin
straight
team.
escape?
Yep.
Did you manage to, or did you remember to do the extra damage for the Radiant?
I mean, he killed it, so it does. Oh, okay.
House Wizard. Yep. Tactical Archer.
They look like they're more of regrouping.
I don't know. I'm specifically not.
I think Kibble's trigger is not going to come, so is he just going to shoot the? Oh wait, no, because he's surrendering.
Yeah. And plus, nobody moved next to him. The specific thing was if somebody moves next to him, he's shooting.
Well, I mean, I had more pressing matters.
All right, brings us
His
back
spiritual-
to the top of the round.
The
Navara.
spiritual weapon, which has not been conjured, also has a turn.
Oh.
You do hear, kind of over the din roar of the fire, soft footsteps tromping throughout behind there.
Only but a goodie, I think. Never.
Do we hear a Drow commander cursing aggressively at people?
Who understands Undercommon? Aside from Misaki.
Not I.
I was gonna say yes.
I did not take the 10 minutes to ritually cast that, so no.
Okay. So you hear some kind of guttural language.
Alright,
I
guess
just
let's-
hear what
Oh,
sounds
oh.
like a bastardized French, Cajun, Louisiana-style English-French mashup. Because that's what I've always imagined
Oh,
the
this-
Undercommon to be, is just bastardized Southern English.
This is either tactical repositioning or they're the Avengers.
Well, considering the initiative queue now only shows a commander, an assassin, and a Yoklo, I think his people didn't want to deal with us.
I'm gonna go
They
ahead and
didn't-
try
they
to
didn't want to
finish
deal with
off
us
the
with
demon.
that-
All right, go for it. Both of those hit.
That's right, because you still have advantage. So they did crit it.
That's
Oh,
because
it's
you're
'cause-
targeted on yourself.
Cool. I was like, I wondered why it was rolling twice.
Navarra,
I
stop
clicked it
hitting
once.
yourself.
All right, you are recorrected and wound free.
Okay. So that's good. Second attack.
Also, with an 18, I've hit it.
Yes. Ten more damage.
Third attack.
Are you adding
It's a natural
Oh.
miss.
Am I adding what?
Only weapon attacks.
got it?
Alas, I
26
have
is a
no
hit.
software power.
You mean literally the only thing I do?
12 more damage. 22 is a hit.
Yes, the vast majority of the party gets to
14
majaculate
damage?
extra light damage.
And that takes that out.
Right. I got one more attack. So I guess let me just pop up here
Fire a warning shot.
so I can see. Where do I have to go to see them at?
Probably on the stairs.
Stairs in front of Kaizen would probably give you the best view, because that's where the team leader was.
Nope, can't see anything from there.
Which
Alright, well, I'm
character
not
pro-
going into the wall of fire, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we just won't use that last shot.
Yep.
Brings us back around to Kibble.
Kibble is going to wait for something to appear and shoot it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Kibble.
Brings us to Masaki.
You're gonna drop the wall.
Excuse me. Dropping the wall.
Okay.
They're retreating to form up around a female.
I don't know. Currently, it only shows the Drow commander in the initiative queue.
Who do you think is the one they're talking about?
Yeah, but I think everyone else legitimately fleed.
Also, if they're grouping up around a female, I think I've seen this video before.
Like, I legitimately think they're running from us. I think
No.
they might realize what you said was true.
They're running to form up around another female. They said form up around the lady. So they are retreating tactically to set a new position.
Oh, that's what you heard them say.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know you actually understood the bastardized version of Elven they call a language.
And I will be casting spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So I think this is going to be a running battle. And five, 10, 15, 20. Let's move 15 to get to there.
Okay.
And do I see anything yet?
Not so far.
And what's the weapon movement? It's 20 feet, isn't it?
So it depends on where you're initiating your cast at.
Well, you dropped it all the way up there, so.
So it has a range of 60 feet within sight.
Oh, okay.
And then post that, it's only able to move 20.
Okay, so yes, after it's brought up, it's 20 feet.
Yep.
So.
No, spiritual weapon.
All right. Anything else?
See, casting that was a bonus action.
Mhm.
For my action, can I send defensive?
You certainly can.
Okay.
All right. Brings us to the Drow Commander, who also retreats. Brings us to Ark.
Okay. 5. Okay, so just as a point of clarification, does the spiritual weapon occupy its space? Or can I run?
You
Can I run past?
You can run past it. So you can always run past your own party members or through them.
30. Is that a door?
That is a wall.
So, then 30. Because I would have seen that it was a wall.
Yep.
35. 40. No, up over here. I'm gonna attack the door.
Okay.
As I do. This is more of a strength check to break it. So, 18 plus slots. 18 plus.
Will absolutely hit.
Okay.
And with your adamantine damage, you will break through it.
Well, that would be if I was wheeling the maul.
Oh, true.
So, although to be fair, as I was running, I could probably pull out the maul because there's no demons anymore. So yeah. Okay. So with that said, do I see into the next room?
You do.
What do I see?
1 momentum. Let's take that off for a sec. That puts you onto that map.
Just gonna wait for that to load. Well, hey, we went through several chambers today, so that's good. Do I see anything in here?
So it is a not so kind of small, tight corridor, basically 10 by 40, ending in 2 doors on either side.
I used all my movement to get here. I did attack, though.
Mm-hmm.
So that still preserves my rage.
It does.
Very angry at doors. I'm good for now.
Okay. Kai. He made movement. So you're moving directly at the wall. Do you want to sidestep either direction?
I forget that you don't see all the movements that I make in between where it ends up.
Yeah, I know. Only where you choose.
Where did my barbarian go?
Around the corner of the other end of this wall.
You heard a large smashing sound followed by the sound of splintering timber. You can put it together.
I think I'm out of movement, aren't I?
Unless you dash, yes.
Yeah, we don't run. Only when chased.
All
And we
right.
haven't run into anything big enough to chase us yet.
Any action or bonus action?
No, because I'm still maintaining mantle.
Just thinking about that. Effects.
I'm not hurt.
Crusader's Mantle lasts for a minute, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so 9 more turns.
Oh, and apparently that door is glowing a little bit too.
Well, if you're within 30 feet of me, I got you, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. By the way, Kedro, Zoom chat.
Zoom
Oh.
chat.
That I can do. Can I command my raven to go forth?
Copy paste it into Discord, because otherwise it'll screw up where everything's at.
Gotcha.
All right. Anything else, Kai?
Can I have my raven go for it?
Yes, it was on your shoulder, yes?
It usually is, yeah.
Raven. Boom.
In my birdie.
Team. Shoot. Raven. Boop.
Sent to Discord.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, now the whole map's dark.
Yep, there is no light in the room. Does the Raven have dark vision? Heavy Raven.
That is an excellent question. Probably not.
It does not.
That also raises an interesting question. Because in theory, I can see through its eyes. So does that mean I lose my dark vision when I look through his eyes?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, you gain its sight, whatever its sight
because
is.
its eyes don't have dark vision,
Mm-hmm.
which is lame. But
I mean, I believe my weapon glows as a torch, but I don't know what that does for him.
That. Let me select you.
If you can hold it out to the side.
And where's the apply button? Boop. There you go.
Wow. Poor Raven. Well, there's that. Okay. Let me look up one thing.
Okay.
Just chilling out on my own map.
Do 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 do.
Now you get the Boulder reference.
Was it a thwomp?
Could be.
Then me smashing it with a hammer is oddly on brand.
Yeah.
The Raven does have dark vision out to 30 feet.
Not that I'm seeing.
If you look under Sentinel Raven for Warlock Raven Queen. I mean, I would assume since it gives me dark vision out to 30 feet that it actually possesses it itself.
Yep, different Raven than I was looking at. So we click on that. We say dark vision, 30 feet. Boop. And it works, because it just works.
Okay, Todd Howard.
So you have remaining movement with it.
Okay.
You do see the door that is to its right smashed open.
Courtesy of me.
Well, we'll come here.
And through that, you see Ark in the other room. Raven is now in the warded caverns.
Hello.
Caw.
The funny thing is, if you gave me 10 minutes, I'd be able to understand what the Raven's saying.
Any final movement?
Let's see. I moved. No, I think I'm good.
Alrighty. Bottom of the round, Draho. Isn't it
Yeah.
nice that I don't say that to you, Kai, at the moment?
So move up 30. And
Also,
then-
with the way this is going, Drow may be the bottom of the round perpetually. Let's talk about initiative.
And then where's the door at?
Further
in pieces.
south.
In pieces, that's where it's at.
Okay, so that's 30-4. Oh, there it is. That's another 10, so there's 20, giving me 10 more feet to move.
I love how, like, for a while, we'd be lucky if we got through 1, maybe 2 chambers. This one we've gone through, like, 6.
Yeah, and I would like to step right in front of the Raven.
Alrighty.
Nope. And that's where I will end my turn, having dashed to get there.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round 3, and we're going to go ahead and pause there for this week since we're about 20 minutes over. So we'll come
Sweet.
back into the Warded Caverns next game. As always, thanks to all the people watching and people playing. See you guys next time.
Have a good night.